Yes, hello world. We are back to Wrath of the Righteous, Session 2. Our heroes were actually heroes last time.
Nope.
Consecrated an old temple to Torag, now to Aurori, and all that.
Nope, tricked you. We're not.
Though the Dwarven God might not be too happy about losing a temple, it's not like it was giving him very much right now anyway.
It did kind of have an undead in it.
Yeah, and given how Huekuva are created, he probably wasn't too fond of the place.
Mm-hmm.
So... everyone should be getting a very specific view.
Can Huekuva be made if they denounce an evil god?
Yeah, we discussed this, that
Technically, yes. It just doesn't ever really happen.
it's kind of rare. But yes, it's very possible that as long as the person in question did something to, well, deny their god, so to speak, something sacred or unsacred or whatever the hell.
It just also
Anybody.
typically doesn't accomplish much because the Huekuva, except for very rare circumstances, will still be evil afterward.
That is the pickle. Though I could imagine an evil kobold, which one of their members tries to betray them for, because good person, and they kill him. He's raised as a Huekuva because that, died in the process, and now he's evil again. Works out for everyone.
Yeah. Okay. So you've taken the time to rest in the newly reconsecrated not really a chapel, temple. And now it's time to get moving again.
Well, I take a quiet meal and I'm ready to go.
Are you going to spread out your trail rations to feed your 3 companions as well?
Do they not have food?
They were not expecting to be dropped into a pit.
Strange.
We
Alright,
recovered 10 days of trail rations from the other place.
Yes.
so that'll be theirs then.
Yeah, let's eat those first.
Okay. Given there are, how many of you that need to eat?
7.
Okay.
No, 6.
No, 7.
Oh, no, you're right. 7.
It would be 8 if we counted flour.
Like, are we just not counting someone?
Yes or not, but you don't know
Urban
that.
Guard no longer needs to eat. She just
Yeah.
sustains on the love of her waifu.
I
Almost.
believe it.
You only have one path to take, which is to head back into the tunnel and down the
other
line.
Yep, that's the direction I say we go then.
I will offer a prayer before I leave, though.
Of course, it is now consecrated to Aurori, so why wouldn't you?
I mostly offer a prayer for the departed, but otherwise.
I do have to ask, will Tazrock be giving Lufwen another light orb?
No, he'll just conjure you another flower, tuck it behind your ear, and wish you luck.
Cool.
You will keep your blue aura, and I assume
Yay.
Urban Guard will light another torch.
Has anyone else realized that this cave, when looked at from our viewpoint, looks like a head?
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's the nose, and there's a really weak chin.
But no, I have an iron torch, which is continual flame. It's
right,
lighted
yes.
forever.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
those
they
things are
wrong?
awesome.
Uh-huh.
It is a
And interestingly, they cost less than an ever-burning torch.
less light, I believe.
No, it's exactly the same.
Well, I
They
just-
can't
the
light
same-
things on fire.
Neither can the ever-burning torch. It's
That's
both.
that seems like
Yeah.
an oversight.
So it's either you have a dull grain ironstone or a piece of wood, and you cast continual flame on it. That's the difference between an ironstone and an ever-burning torch.
I'd have to
Huh.
guess that ironstone would imply there's supply to get an ironstone, because that would imply someone
Right.
somewhere made one.
There is the difference of when you have an ironstone, you have to let it go and it orbits your head, and it's vaguely more vulnerable to being stolen or knocked out of the air or whatever.
It is
It
Whereas
just
a
takes
torch,
up your slot of ion stone.
no, it doesn't.
it doesn't?
Ironstones have
Ironstones, there's no limit to how many you can have.
which does mean there are wizards out there who have like 50, so it's like this cluster of fucking
Well,
orc
isn't
that
there
you
a
barely
prestige
see.
class that's just like
Yes,
about
there is.
ion stones?
Uh-huh.
But in
They
any
look very
case,
stupid.
Yes, slightly off subject.
as people are getting ready to get moving, it's mostly Horgus who's doing the most grumbling. Can we get back to the surface today, please?
If you would like to
We will
start
try.
digging, I have a shovel.
Trust me, we would wish to be on the surface.
Are there any...
Actually, we all want to be up there tomorrow, so...
Yes, we will, lovely guy. Come. Let us go.
Ian, as a side note, we're all locked.
Yes.
Just to let you know in case you.
Oh,
Please gather into your preferred traveling position in the center of the chapel.
Oh, marching order then.
Yes.
Put me in
Let's
front.
assume north is front.
If we're too
south
wide, we
is
can have
front.
Ermengarde right at the front. But
Which is front? South or north?
South is front.
me, yeah, south.
Okay, well, I guess that brings me to the back.
Very well.
Generally, put the wounded people in the middle. Yep.
Squishy's going
And then we take the giant fly corpse along with us, right?
Yes,
No,
he's our mascot.
we already have a cat person.
Put him on a stick.
And an elf. We have enough mascots.
But
And
for
my
now,
wife.
We're going
Yes.
to return to the map of Canobras.
Wow, we got up to the top quickly.
You're not
Huh?
at the surface. Not yet. But for now, you're without a battle map.
Okay.
So, you'll have one again momentarily. Don't worry about that. Right. You head back into the passageway, and it leads south for about, well, those of you who are good with measures know that it takes about 3,000 feet. It's a long tunnel. With how slow you have to go to keep up with Anevia and Arvashnil, it takes you about 40 minutes to reach anything.
I will point out that our leg should be healed by now.
Ah, yes. Off-screen, viewers, Tazrak was so helpful as to heal her again, which has actually fully healed her leg this time, so now she is able to move properly. She's still holding on to the, well, the little piece of wood she's taken up as a crutch, but she's able to move properly now and can even assist you in combat should she find it necessary. Probably a good thing if she doesn't, because that means you're not having trouble. In any case, you continue down the path and find that it starts gradually rising,
It's good.
and eventually you enter a cavern. One moment.
This cavern has a lot of random metallic sound effects that are very strange.
Sure does, yeah.
There's a lot of grinding metal and stone above you.
We're
You
in
know
Silent
what?
Canabras.
Wow, it's quite near the chapel.
Eh? Oh, that's odd. Oh, right. You still have tokens there. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
There you go.
Oh, I've been destroyed. Alright. Lead on.
I'm going to assume our stealthy person is going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, let me get some rolls. One of those. As I move, let's just say
Okay. As you enter the cavern, you take a look around and notice that stone figures are carved into the walls. Each shows a different crusader, some of which you know from legend, clad in armor and wielding weapons, but their stone features have expressions of sadness. If anyone would like to roll knowledge history, you may know exactly who these crusaders are.
I could try knowledge religion, but otherwise...
I don't really have that skill either.
Ian, would this work?
Yeah.
Soldiers talk.
Between you and Ermengarde, you are aware of who these people are. These are from the First Crusade, the First Crusaders period. Those men and women who were brave enough to fight off the very first incursion of demons.
Okay.
Really sad.
I will pass this knowledge on to our blind friend.
Statues of the First Crusade. I very wish I could see them.
As a gesture of just trying to be nice, I will guide him forward at least a little bit, even if he can't see still.
Are you going to enter farther into the chamber?
Lufwin will definitely do so.
As you enter farther into the chamber, things swoop out from behind some of the statues.
I'm regretting my scout choice.
There are more statues.
I mean, to be completely honest, you're going to be regretting that choice for the rest of your life.
Which will
long
be
or
short.
You're probably pretty short.
The
They-
fuck are these?
They are dark mantles.
Translation, they strangle your face.
Essentially,
Oh,
yeah.
head crabs. Okay.
Yeah,
Head
basically.
crabs.
Head
Okay.
crabs.
It is like a hideous octopus.
Head octopus is closer.
Head squid.
That works.
Head squid.
It's some sort of octo-parrot.
Yes. Okay, horrible squid monsters.
Please roll
Alright.
initiative, one at a time,
Yeah.
please.
Yes, alright, someone else.
Luthwen, you were first. Ermengarde.
Let's see, where's the button?
It's blue.
Honora.
Honora?
Come on.
I don't think we have to go this slow.
Yes.
Well, we need to set up
Hell
again.
yeah.
Tazrak. And Flower.
Wait. That's wrong.
Is that wrong?
Yeah, it's
oh,
still
it is
wrong.
That's odd. Okay, I'll
It's
fix
wrong
that for you.
again.
Well,
That's
fix it on
strange.
the token map, then fix it here.
So
I'll
I've
take
got
care
a
of it.
13.
Yeah, your initiative modifier is 8, right?
Yes.
13.
Yep, I will set it properly. There we go, that's fixed. And the dark mantles.
Do the dark mantles smell like anything?
They smell like cave.
You're probably gonna wish you hadn't asked that question, but
Real quick question, I hate to disrupt the flow of things. Out of curiosity, that temple you were just in, was it written in any language in particular, just Dwarven, or...
I'm sorry.
Like,
Written?
obviously- Yeah,
We
in-
assume there's some sort of, like, sigils or writing the
No,
Torag.
it was. There weren't any writings left. It was just symbols of a hammer, which
Oh, okay.
weird. Alright.
Dark Mantle 1 rolled a 20.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Have fun. You're gonna get a nice new hat.
hmm He will be our new friend. We will call them, I don't know, Octomom.
Call
Um,
him Octomom?
Yes.
Well,
No.
Because
far,
the
far
is-
be it from me to question his life choices.
Now,
Well, yeah, because
Dark
the head is
Mantles-
male, but the body is female, so what is he?
Okay, okay.
Dark Mantles fly.
Yes, they do.
So, its attempt to grab you.
From all the way over there. It's impressive.
Yes, it is going to fly forward and try to hit you and latch onto your face. Have fun with it. And your AC flat-footed is 13. It has barely missed you. Congratulations.
Yay.
It trips in midair.
Ermengarde.
1 sec. I just want to look up the
So
charting
I have to
rules.
assume there's at least one more Dark Mantle around here, because there's Dark Mantle 3s here.
This is why Tayo gives all of his mobs.
Random, yeah.
Gee, what makes you think I'm not doing that?
That reminds me of the
Dick.
one prank where you release 3 pits into a school, each with the number 1, 2, or 4 painted on its side.
Where's the third pig?
Okay, it doesn't look like you're able to grapple from a charge, so
No.
I'll just. I do have a charge lane, yes?
You do.
Yes, you do.
Okay. So, boop, 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 and I punch it
With your wife.
with my wife. So, 3 to hit, 1 to damage.
And of course, it does half damage because it's a flying type.
It's not Pokemon. Right.
Have you ever tried to punch a bird?
You concerned yourself with like considering spousal abuse. You're literally beating enemies to death with your fucking wife. I'm pretty sure you've already crossed that line.
The Dark Mantle manages to simply swoop out of the way of your fist.
Damn you.
It's like trying to swat a bat. Probably doesn't go very well.
Yes, it's rather difficult. Luthwen.
Depending on how close the miss was, I can envision it sort of rolling with a punch that hits it such that it takes no damage.
Depends on its whether it's more dex focused or more AC focused.
Yeah.
Natural armor. And
In
such.
any
I think-
case, it is our elf's turn.
Great sword smash. Though I will go ahead and let's
Flank.
get flanking, shall we?
Mhm.
Get some of that flank. Just waiting for the cheap seats.
Get some of that tasty, tasty flank.
Ew.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
That is unfortunately not going to work. It simply swoops out of the way of your strike just as it did Ermengarde's.
We know 13 isn't good enough, so.
Honora, there's some people in front of you, but you can shove past them.
Droop, droop.
Make way for
I
that.
should do it rudely.
She's
I
a cat,
slip
there is no other
between
way.
them. Hey!
I have
Less
never seen a
cat
move
jokes
politely.
or playing.
She is.
Okay. Purr. And I'm gonna plink at that one. Because
Fire away.
Like,
they're not close enough for me to do with the dazzles. And I assume from the picture. Oh, nice. I assume from the picture that they have eyes.
they
Yes,
do, but it's
they
like a
do.
ring around the tentacles.
Yes, it is.
Helena,
Tazrak.
you should be really glad that we don't have like a nat 1 meaning you just shot one of us.
Ah!
Well.
Mr. Whiny dies.
Oh, might
Because-
as well do it here.
Let him take his turn, please.
Sorry.
Logic says that one that's unengaged is a good shot, so. Well, that's versus
Firing
touch,
at
so
the
you
one that's
tell
not
me.
engaged with a touch attack. Unfortunately, still misses.
No, it probably hits. Well, you know, it probably hits, but just hits the natural armor. I don't know. Anyway, yes, just go ahead.
Yes, it hits but does nothing because natural armor.
Bzzz.
And Flower.
You've been rolling crap, the whole team.
Yeah,
Alright.
Mhm.
get the
Flower
bad rolls out
moves.
early, right?
Flower moves to prevent. We're squishier than you guys, so there.
Flower phases through the wall.
I'm not worried about it in that circumstance.
Yeah, and
Don't-
he's got
don't-
more than
don't
enough
bother.
movement at 60.
I know, I'm just ripping you.
How dare you? How dare you rib the undead? I saw what you did there.
And that's Flower's
least-
turn, yes?
At least
Yeah.
she has ribs.
The Dark Mantle
Oh.
sees a new target.
I mean, go ahead. It doesn't breathe, so have fun.
Not like they know.
Good point.
Shlorp.
It will definitely hit.
Okay.
Unless Flower's initiative's got far better than I think. No, it has not.
No, Flower has
Initiative?
Not initiative, AC. I'm sorry.
Okay.
AC is 17, and it's pretty good, but if it's hit, it's hit. Or sorry, it's higher than that. Her AC is 19.
Yes. What is Flower's CMD? Should be on the token. 14.
That is correct, 14.
So Flower is grappled.
Flower has a new hat.
Yes, yes they do.
You know, after me scouting out all these areas and then never seeing anything despite perception, it's like I'm starting to feel a little paranoid.
You
Don't worry,
probably
just like
should.
Flower.
My character's not good at this. Help.
One
You're
moment.
perfectly fine. Just these things are like cloakers, notoriously sneaky and can kill people.
They latch on to things and basically blend in with soon. It happens.
I only have a +9 perception.
It's probably because we're not reciting the magic charm. We need to say, Luthwin, what do your elf eyes see?
That would probably help.
So
Yep,
we ha-
I'm
I have-
playing the trope. I'm playing the trope. Fuck it.
I have some bad news for Flower.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Are you accounting for the 5 resist versus anything that's not bludgeoning?
I was not. Though I'm not sure if that actually is their damage bludgeoning.
No idea. I would assume if it's an ugly beak thing, it's probably piercing in more piercing. I don't know.
What are they attacking with?
Good question.
Jaws or
They
is it a
slap
bite? Is it a claw?
Does this attack have a grab function, and that's how they're doing it? Do they have to grab
Constrict is part of
separately?
it. Constrict is bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, so
Okay.
-5 from that. For whatever damage
So
was done.
they'd actually just take. Hang on.
Actually, sorry, it's DR5 bludgeoning, meaning bludgeoning gets through it, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
it does full
bludgeoning
damage.
gets through it.
Never mind, it just goes plunk.
Yes. So she takes only 6 damage. No, not heal. Thank you.
No.
No, he was-
4 HP.
Part of
Yeah.
it was not bludgeoning.
Okay.
Oh, so it does bludgeoning and something else, but the bludgeoning got through, so... Okay, well, everyone just sees Flower go... just falls down, I guess.
Like
yes.
a puppet with
How
its strings
does
cut.
your... Hold on. a
Less
second.
like that, more like, I think human-like, it just kind of falls to its knees, then falls to its face, and just lays there. I mean, it's mostly armor, so...
Okay. Flower, for the moment, is dead. Again.
Flower, no! God. Kesrick starts just getting real fucking peeved right there. He starts actually frowning and glaring at the Dark Mantle.
Oh
So,
my
still
god,
one
wrapped
take it
person
around
out.
here. Like, does anyone else know Elven? Besides
do.
our official? Okay, you get to hear a curse.
Yay.
I technically know Elven now.
I know 4 languages.
Because my linguistics went up by 1, and since there was no Dwarven written anywhere, I just went with what is the party mostly made of, and the answer was Elf.
Okay.
Elf's a good language to know anyway.
The
Mhm.
first Dark Mantle was threatened more by Ermengarde, and so we'll attack her.
Okay. I'm at -2 AC, so it's gonna hit.
It's going to anyway because it rolled a 20,
Okay.
but it does not confirm.
This is how we die.
This is how we do it.
What is your CMD?
CMD is 18 -2.
So you have been grappled in the face.
Okay.
And because of it, you are slapped in the face, and then it wraps around your face and starts squeezing pretty hard.
Wait, is she gonna have a chest burster?
She might.
Maybe.
I just called it having children, though.
For kobolds, I guess that is how it works, huh?
Not really, we lay eggs.
Ermengarde.
Yeah, down someone's throat.
So, just taking a look at the grapple condition. Grapple condition, -2 to all attack and combat maneuver checks except those made to escape a grapple. But I'm Satori, so I don't care about that stuff.
Mhm.
So the question is, do I just punch it, or do I try to, escape?
Smash a flower pot into your face.
What?
Ash versus Evil Dead.
No. We should watch more of that, though.
What will you do, Ermengarde?
If you're grappled, you can break the grapple as a standard action and make a combat maneuver check. But if you succeed, you can also become the grappler. Eh. I think I'm just gonna punch it.
Go ahead and punch it.
I don't take the penalty. You know what? I'm also gonna use this time to make a stunning fist attempt.
Go
So
right ahead.
first, do I hit?
Stunning wife.
Use the stunning fist and then do your
Oh.
attack roll.
Okay, so 1 to hit, 1 damage. Actually, no, 3 to hit because of flanking, right?
Yes.
Or does it? Yeah, still flanking.
Stuff like
Because it's not 3.5 where it moves into your space.
No, it is not.
correct.
That should hit.
That does indeed hit.
Now, is it stunned?
Let's see. It is not.
Okay. But I punched it.
You punched it.
Alright, that's it.
Yep. You punched it. Congratulations. It's still on your face.
Mm-hmm.
Loose one.
Well, this is a conundrum.
You can
Just
see
hit it.
try to slash it off of her face.
I get that. But the other one just down someone is now.
Mhm.
Well, unless it has some other ability, things that are grappling generally don't threaten anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, she'll just yell out "Furuurin," which is a battle cry, and then just charge this other one.
Okay.
Oh, for my rolls, man, my rolls.
No,
Yeah.
it's been doing pretty well in that regard.
Unfortunately, that will not hit.
Well, it'll still keep it from probably going after, Kitty.
Probably. Honora.
Hmm. I got there. And let's see. Which one was it? Where's the cone thing again?
Up at the top left of the screen, there's 5 buttons. The middle one is template tool.
Template tool.
And then to the right, there's a cone template.
Gotcha.
Are you color spraying this?
Yep. What? No. Stop it.
I'll erase it. You work on doing what you want to do.
This is not a cone.
If it's drawn with the cone tool, it is a cone.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you've selected the correct one. That's all.
I've selected the cone thing.
Okay, well, sometimes when they go south or slightly off direction, they do look funny.
Okay, I think that's that. And since flower is flower,
Please reveal that what your cone is.
Hey,
That is not a cone.
that's what I'm saying.
How did you do that?
That's a cone. No, that's the cone.
That is a cone.
Is
That
it?
is a cone.
That's
Yeah.
a cone that's oriented.
Oh, yes,
Southward.
I see. Yes, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
It is a cone. It's just the ugliest cone that ever was.
Pretty much. Alright, so you're color spraying. Please cast your
Yes.
color spray.
Spell manager. There we go. Color spray. Ta-da!
Da-da-da-da.
And your save DC is?
My
Why did-
save DC.
Sweetie, why'd you update your spell slot number?
I didn't.
You did.
I just clicked save.
You don't do that.
Yeah, you could just close it afterward.
Yeah,
That's. I didn't mean to click save.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, words.
Your save DC
My
is?
save DC is 15.
Right. This one has failed very badly. So, it is... One moment. Okay. It is unconscious, blinded, and stunned for 5 rounds, then blinded and stunned for another round, and then stunned for another round.
What we call in the business, very dead.
Yeah, that thing's just dead, basically.
Someone has to take a round and stab it a lot, but yeah, it's pretty dead. fact, I'll probably take the round to stab it a lot, but we'll get to that.
So yeah,
Okay.
I think that's it for me.
Tazarek.
Tazarek is gonna charge towards this thing, and let's see. He didn't really need me to roll anything. He's just gonna coup de grace it to death. I mean,
Coup de grace.
whatever that. So, and I have no
I
intention.
believe for a coup de grace, you still have to roll to attack it.
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace?
Gras without the S, it means fat.
Okay.
Like Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday. So,
I
you want to
actually,
blow a fat? Go ahead. Coup de grace.
I actually like that.
Okay, to coup de grace is a full round action, Skull Hat.
I know. I get in a position to.
Okay, so are you just gonna do that next time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everything else seems under control as much as control can be.
So this Dark Mantle is handled.
Mhm.
We'll get to that. So for now, the Dark Mantle 1 is going to continue constricting Ermengarde.
It probably. So I know you get a +5 circumstance bonus to continue an ongoing grapple, so I'm probably not escaping it from its maintain roll.
Yeah, just to check. What's your CMD?
18.
It does not maintain the grapple, even with a +5.
Oh, good.
So just
So it
Nerds.
pops off your face,
Yay!
and it's going to immediately attack you and try and get back on there.
Give me a face back.
Maintaining is a standard action. Can it do that?
No, you're right. Yep, you're good. It is off of your face. Congratulations.
Oh, good. I'm gonna punch it now.
That's so different than what you were doing when it was grappling you.
Uh huh.
Ermengarde.
She could grapple it and then drop kick it.
Ha, no. I'm just gonna punch it. Actually, I will, not that it especially matters, but I'll step this way and then punch it.
That'll help me.
Punch! Do I hit it?
You have indeed hit it.
Here we go.
Well,
If I'm not mistaken, you hit this once before.
Yes.
at least once. Yes.
You were the one that.
I did 5 before.
Total 11 so far.
Yes, congratulations, you have punched it. It is still up.
Kill it.
It is Luthwen's turn.
I guess I'll try to kill it. That's technically a charge.
Yeah,
It is technically a charge. So you get a total +4, I believe, because of flanking.
I think you draw an AOO though.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can either get into flanking without draw one, or you can draw one and charge.
Which will you do, Kaylee?
These things actually hit kind of hard.
They do.
Yes.
It can also try to grab you as part of its attack.
Yeah, screw that. That's not allowed.
Okay.
Yep, just get the flanking, swing.
Yay!
That
That's
will
better.
hit, and that will bifurcate it.
Yay.
And we can skip ahead to Tazruk trying to coup de grace, because this one is dead.
Oh my god, she corrected you and you just keep saying it.
Yeah.
Coup de grace. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm very used to coup de grace. I don't know, and it's funny, too.
Yeah, fat.
Coup de grace. Coup de grace. Good to know.
Can you use Flower's sword for this? I'm guessing that hits.
Just...
If it hits, it's an automatic crit, and if it survives, then it needs to make a fort save to not die instantly.
It's dead.
Okay.
It's just dead.
It's dead.
it's super dead.
We don't need it. It's just like it's unconscious for like 5 rounds. If I can't do it, one of us can.
Uh-huh. Congratulations, you have won.
Tazarek miserably kneels by Flower, looking very forlorn.
I will kick this one so it lands next to the other one.
You'll have to kick it twice because it was bifurcated.
This is true.
I'm very good at kicking. I'm a monk.
Poor Flower. This always happens. This is not the time for
Honora
that to happen, though.
crouches down to poke at Flower.
Are you
Oh,
really
that's
going
nice.
to poke at the corpse?
No.
Please don't poke Flower. It's disrespectful to the dead.
I will fill in our blind friend about what happened.
Ah, it sounds as dark metals. They like to cling to the tops of caves such as this.
And that's my cue to look at the ceiling.
It's covered in dark metals. Infinite dark metals. all
Both
over.
you and Luthwen checking the ceiling find that no, you don't seem to see any more among the stalactites.
I was not rolling for the ceiling.
Oh,
I'm rolling for Flower because I don't have heal, and this is the best I can do.
if you didn't know better, you'd think Flower had been dead long before now. Because you rolled very
Trying to
well.
find a way to consider how to carry her. Oh, we have allies. Which one of these, besides... I'm going to assume Horgus doesn't immediately look the strongest. Does Aresh?
Arvo.
Our Vacnail is blind, and
Well, that doesn't-
Anevia it has a
Things.
leg. It's
Question.
healed now.
Since she detects magic the whole time, what's it look like now?
She is no
Not
longer
bad.
magical.
That's a curious thing.
Well, most things when they die stop being magical, but...
No, they don't, because if she was magical because of items, then they wouldn't stop.
Good point.
It means that something about her being quote-unquote alive was magical.
As they're just sort of kneeling there, clearly thinking on how best to carry the corpse.
Ermengarde,
Yes?
you seem to know some medicine. Could you?
What, she's been dead a long time, my friend. I don't think you're, oh, hold on. He picks up Flower's head, and she's just holding the head.
Stepping back.
Shakes the helmet of it, and out comes the skull, and he says, "This is Flower. She was my old master." He gently puts it back and hooks the helmet back on. She died 5 years ago, I think.
Excuse me.
Horgus
You have some
stairs.
explaining to do.
I just did. This is my master, Flower. She died 5 years ago.
What did she die of?
I think it was the wasting sickness. She was very old for an elf.
Huh.
You have an undead!
Yes. And?
That's a desecration of our people.
She did give me permission, and in fact requested it. I believe her exact words were, "If I cannot fight as I am, you will find a way to help regardless." So it was a very long time ago for me.
He does seem honest about it, this one.
And genuinely sad that Flower is currently inanimate currently.
I don't.
As to you, Ermengarde, it seems genuine.
He folds his hands in a more respectful manner. Like Flower's hands.
Well, for now, I think we should just move on.
I will need help carrying Flower. I am not very physically powerful.
I will not help with that thing.
It is not a thing, it is Flower.
Anevia coughs. I don't know what's going on with the undead and old masters, but I can carry some armor for fixing my leg.
I would appreciate that. Do not stretch your leg over much. Thankfully, Flower is not very heavy, though the armor can weigh a touch. Thank you very much. Flower is, precious.
I will just clarify that to Vashniel that one of our companions has apparently been dead this whole time.
The one that did not speak?
Yes.
She can technically speak, but most people find it very unsettling.
I wondered why she smelled weird.
Does she? I try and keep her clean and dress her as best I can. The magic preserves her to some degree.
It wasn't like a smell of rot or anything, which is why I didn't place it earlier.
That's good. She did ask to try and be kept clean when possible.
Horgus just sits there. You might be the reason we're down here in the first place.
I don't think I'm a demon. Last I checked. Hold on.
Yes.
Nope,
I
still
would
not a
have to
demon.
agree.
Demons, undead, both are evil.
An incorrect assumption. Most undead are not evil by choice, but merely by association of their death. Would you like to imagine how many people have died who are good men who simply were resurrected as things that are not, simply due to the circumstances of their death?
This is a conversation we can have when we're back up on the surface.
How do we know he's not going to turn on any of us at any moment to make more undead?
If he was going to, he would have done it while we were sleeping.
That, and I can't anyway. And I wouldn't without permission on top of that.
Like we're supposed to believe that.
You seem to have trusted me so far not to, and I haven't.
I think we should keep that trust for now.
Diplomacy.
Me or someone? Or...
Someone.
Okay.
I wonder who.
Kitty.
Yes, I wonder who. Cute, adorable cat
Holy
person.
crap. Okay. Yes, you could manage to keep Horgus at least grumbling to himself and no one else.
Just let him pet
Without
your
even
ears.
speaking. Just
The other two are doing the
pat him a
speaking.
little bit on the
I'm
shoulder.
just hoping you'll start doing some talking with those rolls soon.
I will.
Hmm.
Oh, you? Alright, reorganize.
No,
Well,
just
Flower's
explore
now
as
a
you
part
will.
of- Yeah. Well, Flower's now tied to Anivia, so...
Are you going to examine the statues now that you have a chance?
Yes.
Where are the statues?
They're
On the
carved
walls,
in
yes.
There's
Both
they're not-
walls?
They're carvings in the walls. They're not
How many are there?
they basically line every part of the wall.
Oh, I'm wondering if you need extra rolls from me or not.
Not really, just rules you will.
That didn't actually answer it.
I said not really.
He said roll as I will, like right afterward, which is just...
Well, I'm gonna roll knowledge religion to try and figure out why these are even sodding down here.
Sure. Arvash will come forward to run his hands along one of the carved statues now that there's time. You know, I have a theory.
About the Diplodocus?
Go, please, explain your theory, then.
There was an old legend after the Crusades started that there was a group of Crusaders in the First Crusade who were infected with abyssal energies in their fight, and they fled into caverns like these, supposedly to raise their deformed children as a result in peace. Old ghost stories and wives' tales about descendants living now under the city of those unfortunate children.
Troubling. Very troubling.
The presence of these statues means that might actually be true.
Doubly troubling, then. Doubly troubling.
Rumors do often have a grain of truth, so we will keep our eyes open.
You should be best be aware they may not wish to live under here.
And they react poorly to those who do not appear native. So I'll save me.
As for the statues themselves, they're well carved and obviously had some care put into them for some time, but have now been abandoned for at least some fortnights.
Something may have driven them out. It wouldn't surprise me if the ruckus above scared them off.
It's been longer than that.
It's been longer than that. We also passed that other camp before, and the temple had been abandoned for some time.
Others may have been through more recently, so that would be strange.
Well, the only way we'll know is by moving forward.
Correct.
Are you going to be stealthy into the next part of the cave?
Yes, though it has not helped me yet.
Oh, that reminds me.
Oh,
Weapon guy,
great.
I believe one got on your head earlier.
Yes?
I can assist with that if you'd stay still a moment.
Sure.
Alright, so we're just gonna move that, and then we're gonna flip this, and you heal,
2, because
yes.
I have a trait.
Well, hold on, you'd heal... You normally would heal 3.
His trait makes it
50%
5.
rule, yeah,
Oh, okay. And then 4 because it's -1.
correct.
So
Okay.
you heal 4.
Oh, you got it? Alright. I was gonna do it.
Let me handle it.
Either way. Okay, no problem.
Hang on.
You feel very strange for a moment, and now that you know that he has raised the dead, you have to wonder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you are being healed clearly, and it's through some kind of channeling, though it's very much not normal, especially the way he just throws black lightning around.
Yeah, I can put 2 and 2 together.
As it is, Luthwen, you are being very quiet, and you're pretty sure there is some kind of form ahead of you. You can barely see the flickering of a campsite, but you'll have to approach closer.
Well, she no longer quite trusts her companion, so she's gonna go forward on her own.
Please roll me another stealth as you do.
Should I roll you another perception as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how far I can go here before.
Go about there. Go at 30 feet increments.
Okay.
You can go one more before rolling again.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, I'll just walk right up to the fire. How about not?
Do as you will. There we go. Stop, please. You managed to just get close enough to see someone.
Is that a ghost dwarf?
It might be.
Give me one moment. There, now you'll actually get a better view if you mouse over. Ahead of you, you see a dwarf standing, looking very troubled next to his campfire. And, well, he's covered in magic. Would you like to try and identify it?
What did we decide? Can I not do that?
And Knowledge Arcana is to identify spells cast, and Spellcraft is for items.
Yep.
I'll see if I can identify. Oh, that's not gonna happen.
That's
Okay,
spellcraft.
so yeah, I know. Maybe he has items on him.
Would you like to try and roll int?
Sure.
You're not going to get nearly as much as if you were actually trained in Knowledge Arcana, but I can give you something. It is clearly a spell that has been cast only moments ago.
Ah,
Ha!
she'll raise her voice. Hello, friend. I mean no harm.
He jumps in panic, turns towards you, and is immediately raising a weapon.
Well, I guess we're rolling initiative now.
Yes, please roll initiative in the order you did before. So, Luthwin, Ermengarde, Honora, Tazrak.
Alright, you all spicky oops. Do the thing. Button. There it
There you go.
goes. And Flower is KO, so.
Yeah, Flower is out for now. What's the process you have to do to get her back?
8 hours.
Alright. And his initiative is... Luthwin, you have a chance to do something before he does whatever he was going to do.
I actually forget because of system changes. Any kind of talking to try to talk him down counts as a standard here, or just
If you're making a concerted effort, yes. Though I'm going to point some things out to you now that he is fully torn towards you. Where is
You cray?
he? His first reaction on seeing you is to shriek like a man possessed.
Okay, never mind. That's that. Okay.
And then comes the projectile vomit.
All right, bow up. I'm going to rapid shot into him.
Okie dokie. I believe that's all your attacks at this level, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
One short of a crit.
Give me one moment to check something here.
Use JR20 Epic.
You'd be in some trouble there. Now you rolled a 19 and a 23?
Mhm.
Okay. Your arrows do find their home in his chest, and you see a shimmering of light that makes you pretty sure he has some kind of magical protection, but you punched through it anyway.
Yep.
Says it is. That's how much damage? That's 8 damage. He's still standing, however. But well done. But as for Milorn, the crazed dwarf himself...
That's all dwarves.
There. I'm offended for him.
Now that he has seen you, he's going to take a moment to cast a spell, muttering in some... It doesn't even sound like a language, it just sounds like crazed gibberish. And his form blurs.
Is he casting blur?
Is anyone able to tell that?
I have no idea. I can't see him from here.
Yeah, that's an issue.
I can see him.
You do not have Knowledge Arcana. I'm not letting you roll
No,
for
I
that one.
don't.
Yes, but his form is now blurry, and he runs over here. Ermengarde, you hear a screech, and then what sounds like things whistling through the air.
Okay. Run action is up to 4 times our movement speed in a straight line. I can't move.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gotta go fast.
There you go.
Sanic.
So,
Gotta go fast.
I can, if I went here, I could keep going if I wanted to, right? Because I just need to be able to see.
You could.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually roughly where I'd want to stop anyway, apparently.
You can now see the crazed dwarf.
Blurry dwarf.
Yes.
He's probably had one too many to drink that even his body is blurry.
Mm-hmm. His drinking has transcended reality itself.
Okay.
So that's why the room is spinning.
Yes.
That's, full round action, so.
Tazrak, there's a screech, and Ermengarde just ran forward.
Now I'm gonna move forward. Anything? I can see stuff on my map, so I think I see him.
If you could see him, you could see him.
Alright then. Should probably deal with that. So, how to deal with it? Well, I mean, I still have enough, so... Pew.
There's this touch AC.
Something's happened with the lighting.
I'm sorry?
Something happened with the lighting. Something changed.
Yeah, your 2 people with light sources ran ahead of you.
That would
Hi.
No, something happened when he made the roll.
Huh.
That was just timing. I don't know. I just happened to press the thing at the same time to update your lighting.
Ah.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Ian is God here.
does that hit?
Yes, does it hit? Yes,
I
it
would
does,
roll
if barely.
We're all kind of bugger because I have a +3 to hit now with that blasted thing. I'm still not landing.
You're just not rolling well, yep. Happens.
Well, he takes. We'll make your will save versus 17. If you fail, you take 6. Negative energy, by the way. It is channeling to harm living, so if he happens to be dead for whatever reason, nothing. He won't get healed. Just nothing.
He has failed, so he takes damage, and he does cry out in pain.
It's just
So actually,
lightning
let me check
lances.
one thing.
Okay.
Your strike unfortunately goes right through one of his blurry parts to reveal his arm wasn't actually there.
Marathon.
Blur is blur.
Blur is blur.
Honora.
Okay. Now that people are there, with light sources, she can see that there's a guy there.
No, you were in darkness.
Yeah, but there's light there.
No, actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, go ahead.
She just can't really see what's here. She just has to go on memory.
Well, we know she's a cat, so she doesn't have any.
Around there. And gonna lob a blob of acid at him.
Okie dokie.
So it's basically the same roll as my light crossbow, I think, except with a different damage roll.
Yeah, it's a dex check for you.
Yeah, just use
Okay.
a dex check.
Okay, dex.
Well, no, it's not. It has her attacker in it.
Has her what in it?
Oh, and she has no BAB.
Yeah, she has
Oh,
a
No,
she's
BAB.
I
just
have got
now.
one.
She has one now, so it's a 17.
So add one. But that's just a touch.
17.
That's a touch attack, right? Range touch
Yep.
attack.
That is true.
Probably gonna hit.
Cast your acid orb, please. And yes, it does hit. Unless... Eh? I don't
Oh,
think-
the last one hit.
It did hit.
Well, that. Yeah. So did mine hit or does
Yes,
hers hit?
yours
No,
hit.
Both
Yours
yours
hit.
hit.
Okay, so this is going off of 80 to 100. This is a fail.
Okay, so we both hit.
Yes,
okay,
so you
take
hit,
your
you did zap him, he did cry out in pain.
Okay, so he took 6, and now she's taking whatever the hell this is. He's
Okay, so spell manager.
It's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yep,
You don't really need to bother.
Yeah, don't bother.
I'm doing it anyway because I've
God damn it.
sunk cost.
Acid orb!
Sunk cost.
And the damage of an acid orb is?
D3.
1d3.
Okay.
A whole 1
1
damage.
damage!
Right into his crotch.
It sizzles a bit and he growls at you. This one.
Casters are annoying at the beginning.
Yep.
Well, I will continue to fill in with holes. Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
15 might still hit though.
It does not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your attacks deflect off of that magical armor you saw before.
Yeah, he's a dick.
In this case, you are aware enough, and actually, Helena, please roll me Knowledge Arcana.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, he has mage armor on.
I relay that to the group.
That
Milord
explains.
takes in the people attacking him. And is going to cast something.
On ya.
He casts Fist.
Well, that's you.
He's going to run over here towards the cat.
On ya.
God damn it.
Hmm?
Oh, well. Oh, I just now got to remember all my perception, stealth, and intimidate rolls are +2 because I'm in the dark.
Mm.
In a cave.
Yeah.
The box of
Okay.
scraps.
Thank you, Odin. Thank you.
Alright, and he is going to cast... Actually, one moment. He's not going to cast that. Well, he is going to
Wow.
cast that, but
Make
come
up your mind.
What are you doing?
it didn't erase. There we go. That's better. He's going to run all the way forward. And then he's going to cast it.
Helena, take an AOO. Unless you can pass his concentration check.
Yes, Helena, take an AOO with your claws.
Claws.
Hey, there you go.
Yes. So, will that break his concentration?
Cat scratch!
Weird.
Now, when taking damage, DC equal to 10 plus the damage taken plus the level of your spell you're casting.
2.
2 damage.
Too damn large.
And it's what? With just casting stat?
Mm-hmm.
Caster level and ability score modifier. Okay. Oh, he barely fails.
Good job, Helena.
The color spray he was casting fizzles.
Oh, thank God.
I just remembered something.
Hmm?
We all have blast for 24 hours from the temple,
Yes,
right?
you do.
Ah, shit.
I didn't even know that. Alright.
Whoopsie.
I told you at the end of last session.
Well,
I forgot.
that was a week ago.
I must not have even heard that because I never had it on my notes either. Weird. Whatever. Okay, I'll just keep that in mind.
Blast for 24 hours because you consecrated the temple.
Good for
Right.
us. Alright.
Ermengarde. He just fizzled the spell because the cat slashed him.
I bet you know what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna throw
You're
a rock
gonna
at
kick
him.
him in the nards.
I grapple.
Okay. Roll your combat maneuver.
So, +2 from the Danbong, +1 from my wife, and +1 from Bless, and then +2 from improved grapple. So +6 to my combat maneuver.
Okay. I assume that's not included in there, or is it?
It is. I put the
Okay.
6 in there.
Yeah, you have grappled him thoroughly, and he rages against your arms.
He's not
Oh.
getting away.
She's now a machine?
Tazrak. This guy just tried to color spray you.
Dick. Let's see.
Wait, could I have countered his spell?
Not how that works.
You need
Counterspell's a pain in the ass.
you need to have taken a readied action to counter a spell.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to prepare yourself to counter it, and it's a whole lot of work. We'll go into it later.
There's a reason most people don't bother.
This honestly looks pretty under control if he's grappled, so I'm just going to position myself out of the way of more color spray, if that's alright with everyone.
Okie dokie. Is that all your turn?
Yep.
Honora. Ermengarde just came up from behind and grabbed him in a neck hold.
If I could ask a favor of you, out of character, could you move so I can get that flanking position?
Do you have enough movement to get there?
If I charge?
Okay.
So I'll.
It's either that or
5-foot
Helena
step.
moves right here, but this way I'm helping her flank too, so.
It's a 5-foot step. I assume you're just gonna claw slash him.
I claw slash as I go.
And yeah, just claw sash first, then move for the sake of yay plus 2.
Uh-huh.
So add the flank bonus.
And so I've got a
Plus
+1 from Bless, right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Plus 2.
And a +2 from flank.
3.
So that's a +3.
Yes, it is.
Yee.
And of course, you have 2 claw attacks.
Let's do it again. No, if she's doing both, it's at does she take a penalty? No, I don't think it
No.
No, naturals never do.
Uh,
But they don't get iteratives.
Alright, so go ahead and do another one then.
Well, that second one doesn't hit, but the first one does, and leaves a nice gash across his front.
Blur.
Wow, so lewd, Ian.
Luthwen.
Am I deafened or something?
So loose.
No.
You need to roll for blur, you noodle.
Oh. You were saying blur, and it just sounded like you're going blur.
No, I was
That's actually
saying-
what I thought too. Sorry, Skullhat.
Both worked.
You're all terrible people. Thanks.
Well, look, you're kind of this creepy undead casting guy, just like over
I'm
the
not-
corner going bleh.
I'm not doing that.
Anyway, Luthwen.
Okay, charging.
And great sword slash across the chest, I assume.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a
Let's
total
see,
of 4 for charging. 4.
So 5.
Yeah, 5. 2 flank, 2 charge, 1 blast, 5.
Yep.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
Jesus! My greatsword attacks are awful.
He is at -4 dex for being grappled. Does that not help?
No, not enough, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, at least I'm providing flanking.
And Milord will try to get out of his grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Angry dwarf flailing.
Angry dwarf flailing.
Oh, he has a flail?
What is your CMD, Odin?
18?
He fails.
Yeah.
Ermengarde.
Okay. I will roll to pin. So, because I'm continuing the grapple, I get +5. So that's +11 total. I think he's pinned.
He's pinned.
Jesus Christ!
He is pinned.
Should we try and talk to him, or is he just frothing at the mouth mad?
He's frothed at the mouth.
Okay. I think we should knock him out.
For the record, I haven't been talking about it, but I have not forgotten that Ermengarde has taken vows of peace. She doesn't really have to be peaceful against someone who's like frothing at the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to make sure that.
No, it's understandable.
It's obvious he's crazy and throwing things around. Not even of his own volition, really. But I do vote we knock him out rather than kill him, please.
Loot him.
Well, with that in mind, Tazrak.
If we could just knock him unconscious, I don't think he's under his own control entirely. I'm gonna go check his camp.
Okay.
All
Look
right.
at him clean. What do you
we
want me to
have
do?
holy water.
Yeah, I was going to try that, but knock him out first.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That means we have to start attacking non-lethally.
I'm gonna backhand him across the face.
Attacking non-lethally is generally a -4 penalty, unless it's a weapon that can attack non-lethally.
Mm-hmm. I forget, is it a -4 on attack?
Yes.
Okay. So you're basically just punching.
That being said, everyone has an unarmed strike that does 1d3, or is it 1d4? Everyone has an unarmed strike that they can use. Normally, you provoke an AOO if you don't have improved unarmed strike, but he can't attack you back, so you might as well just slap him.
Yeah.
Backhand out.
It is
That way you don't
1d3
take-
damage.
Yeah, it is 1d3. Okay.
Honestly, Helena, you'd be better off detecting magic and trying to find out what's bugging him.
Yeah,
True.
plenty of-
If you want to
I
detect
do have
magic
a
and...
standard action to spare right now.
Alright.
Yep.
Go ahead and cast and roll Knowledge Arcana. Don't worry
It's a
about
cantrip,
actually
she does.
casting. It's a cantrip.
You guys get on your con and roll.
I don't know, do I?
Yes, you're nat 20. He doesn't seem to have any kind of magical effect that's making him crazy. He has blur and mage armor on. That's it.
So
Usually
it might
normal,
be something medicinal?
That's beyond your expertise.
Yeah,
I could
but
figure it
it's
out.
something I mentioned. Also, I take a move action to retract my claws and poke him in the face.
Okay, great. Luthwen.
Wonderful, Helena. So, I just take a -4 if I want to try using my greatsword to non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then she'll try attacking with the flat of the blade.
Smack him.
Ends up being a -1 overall.
That will not work, unfortunately. Not even when he's pinned. I think.
Ah, sweet.
I'll check. I'll double check the pin condition.
Pin condition, no dex and -4 to AC.
So if he has no dex, yeah, no, it still doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. That's just awful.
As it comes around to his turn again, he yells out, "You damned Crusader bastards won't take me!"
Yep, E-crate.
Ermengarde, you feel a heat coming from his center.
Oh God.
Hmm.
I will give you a chance to release him if you want to.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay. Rolling something. Please give me a fort save.
If he's casting, shouldn't he have
He's not
to do
casting.
something? Okay.
You're fine.
Is he
He
burning, disarming himself?
he shudders. Smoke comes out of his mouth and dies.
What?
Oh, what the hell?
Wait, what?
That's an unusual grappling method.
I did not do that.
Pardon me, but what? Hold on.
Isn't there...
He was burned from within.
Out of character, isn't there some kind of spell that you can cast to kill yourself?
Yes, that was not in this case. That was not it.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
That's
someone
never
know,
mind.
I know he was burned from the inside out, but how would he have done this without magic?
I don't know.
Did
Well,
someone else perhaps saw him?
We were just talking about how some are demonic ancestors.
I
Thought we were crusaders.
I wouldn't think that demons would have an ability to simply kill themselves out of the blue.
Anyone actually have knowledge local?
I believe Honora
I-
has at least 1 point in it.
I do.
Okay, do you use that on him to find out what race he actually is?
Good call.
I don't know.
He's a dwarf. He
This is
looks no
troubling.
different, and from what Aravashnail said earlier, the children of the Crusaders were monstrous.
No, he didn't look very monstrous. He
She
acted
will
crazy,
search
but-
him.
Wait. Oh, never mind.
Okay, well, searching him.
We got to check his camp
You find
as well.
you find a spell book, which I'm sure Honora may appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I want you to be prepared to write down these spells for if you want to try and copy them later. Okay?
Yeah,
Copy
but
them into.
Yeah,
what?
actually, can a sorcerer do
They
that?
just spontaneously learn shit.
So they
Yeah,
can't
for
do
that,
anything? Can they not do anything with the spell book?
No, not a damn thing. It's a sell. We sell this.
Okay. Well, then someone write it down. It is worth 160 gold pieces, because anyone can tell that just from how much writing is in it.
I'll put it into my inventory since I seem to be holding a lot of loot.
Okay. He has a potion. He has 2 potions that are clearly labeled, one of Cure Light Wounds and one of Invisibility,
Nice.
and 2 scrolls that are clearly labeled, one of Shocking Grasp and one of Resist Energy.
She'll pass those along to Honora.
He also has a dagger, a light crossbow, and 10 bolts, a cloak of resistance +1,
I'll take it.
8 platinum, and 7
Okay,
GP.
hold on. I have to write every single one of these things down.
Mhm. I believe
So,
Odin's taking the cloak of resistance.
It's because she's mean. No, go ahead, Odin. You can have that.
Make sure you mark it
Ian, start back at the top after the scrolls because.
A dagger,
Okay. Light
A-
crossbow, bolts.
light crossbow with 10 bolts, and 8 platinum pieces and 7 gold pieces. Are you going to split those up amongst yourselves?
Yeah. Could we just get those split automatically?
I'll handle it.
Thank you.
No,
Yeah.
I'd like to know what I have on my sheet too. but-
I know, and I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
We should also check his camp when you're done over there.
Yes, you can check the camp as well, and
Okay, so that's the end of his loot.
checking.
What were the scrolls again?
Shocking Grasp and Resist Energy.
And since they're on your spell list, you don't have to roll to use them.
By his camp, there's a ratty old bedroll, and a small pack filled with dried meat, preserved fruit, and some moldy cheese. It comes out to about 6 days worth of rations.
Alright, more rations for us.
And
Also, before these folk come through here, Honora pokes her head through and says, "Hey, we found a dwarf, and he went kind of crazy, and so he tried to attack us.
If you had to kill him, you had to kill him. Let us in.
Yeah, but apparently he got grappled so hard he burned up from within."
Hey,
That was not why it happened.
We don't know why it happened. The concern
It's
right
funnier
now.
this way.
Except it's actually a big deal, Helena.
Sorry.
Beauregard is
No.
very...
Look, I know, but if she's doing it in character, that's fine.
There is also, last piece of gear at his camp, that Tazrak will find, a statuette. A chipped, 6-inch tall marble statuette of a humanoid throwing a spear.
Strange.
Huh.
Is it
If you'd like to appraise it,
as if someone could?
I could.
She'll just quickly glance to see if it's magical.
it is not.
Okay.
Praise, please.
Any of the other things that we picked up, like the crossbow or dagger, are actually magical, or are they just...
Only magical is the spell book and the cloak.
Okay.
And this
You-
odd item then?
it's just a statuette. It's worth about 75 GP.
still waiting on the result for my skill check.
Oh, yes. What are you rolling that for?
Just to see what was wrong with him.
Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with him besides being
Fact that he
kind of
burned somehow?
pale and that he burned from inside somehow.
Yeah, I already rolled. He's been burned from the inside, and we don't know.
There is no
That's
logical
weird.
reason that would happen.
Yeah, there's no magic we can detect, and there's obviously no natural function for that. So
Can you use survival to tell if a food is poisoned?
you can
Um,
use that. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to check his rations.
Go
Fair
ahead.
enough.
Just because something weird's happened to him, and we shouldn't take that if we,
Well, first, you'll know if the food is magical.
Yeah, I assume it's not. I already asked.
It is
about
not,
anything.
So then,
There's plenty of non-magical poisons, so go on.
I have craft alchemy. Can I use that to see, like, nibble at the food, see if I can taste anything odd or something? I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws
It
here.
does not appear to be poisoned in any way, shape, or form.
Well, it seems safe.
Shrug. Well, we add the statue to our loot pile then. 75 gold worth statue.
Do you want me writing that down then?
If you could. Just
Okay.
because, well, I literally can't carry it, so.
Yeah. Just. How do you have me write it down here? Just like spear statue.
Chip spear statue.
There you are. You've all gained wealth.
Yay.
21 gold, 75.
21 gold, technically 2 platinum, 1 gold, 7 silver, 5 coppers.
Neat.
Yeah, went up by not 0 gold.
How many silver pieces?
75.
No, 7. 7 silver, 5 copper.
Shh.
I already marked it. If you go look at the chat log, it will tell you what your exact numbers are. So, for example, right now, Helena, you have 70.85, which means 70 gold, 8 silver, 5 copper.
Or 2 platinum pieces, 50 gold pieces,
No.
8 silver
no, no,
pieces, and 5
no.
copper.
Platinum is 10 gold, so you'd have 7 platinum, no gold, 8 silver, and 5 copper.
But she's got coins.
Then take the 70 gold. Doesn't matter to me.
It matters to me!
She has to sleep in them.
It's just like Tetris. If you put 10 gold coins in a line, they magically become 1 platinum coin. Right?
Okay, we're leaving.
In
Yeah.
any case,
Just for good measure, anything else just happened to be in the area we did,
not that you can see.
Should we bury the body?
Yes, I will handle
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. There is actually one more thing you find on him.
Mm.
Okay.
A wanted poster. with
that's
his
important.
face.
Plot hook. Yeah.
No, a wanted poster with his own face.
What's his name?
Huh.
His name is Milord. He was wanted by Crusaders. He was just...
He was looked Milorny.
Well, hold
He
on,
apparently researched vile magical traditions and was hiding here
Is there a date on this poster?
a few years ago.
Okay.
Where is it issued? Does it have a return
Canobras.
to?
There's no bounty listed. It's just watch out for this man.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
That's
So we
fine.
don't have to drag his corpse with us.
I wouldn't anyways. He deserves a proper burial no matter what he once was. This spell'll vaguely do.
Okay.
I normally have flour dig. Could someone please help me?
I will help.
Thank you.
I assume you're going to roll burial rites for him.
Yes.
You are aware of what a dwarven magic caster would want to be buried as. In the
Alright.
most parts, anyway.
Yeah, I know enough of the concept to get through
Morgus
it.
grumbles from the fact, why are we burying a wanted?
If you
Because
had
no
died
matter-
here, you would wish someone would bury you.
In the most respectful manner possible, according to your particular traditions.
Well,
Speaking of, I do
tried.
actually own a shovel.
Law.
I mean, flour carries the shovel, but I do have one, so we are
Yeah,
actually burying this
you
man.
you can bury him and say a few words over the mound without issue.
Dwarven burial rites require shaving off their beard, right?
No.
Oh, oh,
She's
No.
trying to
Bury
calm
the
Hogris, but it doesn't seem to work well.
he's not too broken up about it, really. He's just grumbling.
It requires that you bury them with a hammer instead of a shovel.
That takes a while.
It does take a while, yes. We're skipping that part, though. We're going to pretend it's a hammer shovel.
Are you going to continue onward?
Yes.
This is the only path forward over here, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we need to continue moving.
Yep.
Is that the edge of the map? Okay,
Uh-huh.
good.
Okay, time for the usual
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
stealth plus perception checks as I move, say.
Don't forget your +2s.
Yeah, just add +2 to those.
I'll handle
yeah.
it. As you move forward, it's clear that there's nothing ahead of you but a way forward.
Okay.
Is
You mean this, like, dongly penis that's right here?
a steeply inclined tunnel leads upwards to the north.
Steeply
It's so-
inclined
Hey, oi.
penis.
Shut up.
It's all.
It's even got a head.
What part of
Gosh,
shut up do you
come
not
on.
understand, Cat? Its walls are lined with numerous nooks, handholds, and dozens of iron... Are you serious?
They're like 3 years old, man. Keep going.
Uh-huh. Continue.
And dozens of iron batons that have been driven into the walls long ago. Someone has clearly made a way up from here.
Hmm.
Why would
It's
they
so
ever-
well made, you can climb this wall as if there was a ladder present.
Okay.
I'm going to guess, based on the fact of the old dwarven temple, that this was probably once used fairly frequently. It's just not anymore.
I assume you're all going to climb the tunnel.
No,
Yes.
I'm going to climb
Yep.
down somehow. Yes, we're climbing the sodding tunnel.
Okay. Well then,
Yeah, I'll
For
stop
now-
in a second.
because, well, it's as easy to climb as a ladder. Can they? One moment.
Yay, we're back to Canavers again.
You are not back to Canavers yet. This is just a good map to sit on while you no longer have a battle map. So... One moment. After you climb about 60 feet upwards, with some people struggling to keep flour aloft, but it's not too difficult.
She weighs like nothing.
Yeah. It levels out and heads northwest for about a half-hour walk at the speed you have to go.
Mhm.
And then it opens into a large cavern about 70 feet across the whole thing. There are cylindrical rock formations along the walls, and they arch up to make a dome-like chamber, except the walls and the floor are all riddled with cracks everywhere.
Hmm.
At the center of the cave, there's a stone tower that may have once reached the 50-foot-high ceiling, but has collapsed onto its side.
Disc.
You see forms by the collapsed tower, moving in the darkness. If you'd like to make a stealth roll, Kaylee, please go to loot and inventory and roll there.
Probably should. You're the one with the best chance to tell what's going on.
I have a bit of stealth.
Wait till the better
She
one
just
at it.
tends to go first. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
It's a lot less worse if they notice me than you.
She can actually take a hit.
You get
I take-
closer. What was that, Odin?
I was gonna say, I take -2 to my stealth roll, so I should go first.
Yeah, you're good at it.
You get closer, but you're still not close enough to tell what's going on. There's two figures by the tower now, but you can't tell what they're doing. You'll have to get a little bit closer if you want to see.
I will continue to move.
Roll stealth and perception again. That one's good enough. As you get a little bit closer, you reveal that the two of them are focusing on slowly and carefully digging through the rubble of the tower. And every now and then you hear them call out to say something. You can't tell exactly what because they're not directed at you. And a muffled voice in the rubble answers back.
Does it sound like common, or...
It does sound like common.
Well, this went poorly the last time, so let's just try it again.
I see no reason not to try it again.
She'll scuff her feet, obviously.
They immediately turn towards you, and they drop into defensive stances with weapons, but are not making any attempt to attack you.
She'll keep her hands well off her weapons and hold them upwards. Hello, is there someone hurt?
On looking at them now, and I assume the others come forward at the sound of talking, yes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. One of them is a very hunchbacked woman. Her face is so warped by tumors that you doubt she can speak. Which rather fits a monster's description.
Kind of does.
That or a tumor familiar.
That or a tumor familiar.
And the other is a tall, thin man, you assume, because his face melds the features of an attractive elven man, a goat, in that he has a horn and a goat ear on one side of his face, and the other half of his face is that of a lizard folk.
Wait, so he's not just a regular elf? I thought that's how they all look.
His oversized fingers end in dull, spade-like talons.
Oh, so he's part dwarf.
Ah, hello. If your intentions are ill, we ask you to move on and leave us in peace. If they are good, yes, misfortune has befallen us.
Well, I will happily help in any way I can. What is the trouble?
They point out what's happened in that the tower has fallen away only recently because of what's been going on above.
Troubling.
There are several of us. We should be able to help.
Indeed.
And now, our friend Krell, he's stuck under the rubble. There's a giant rock on top of him. If we move it, it's going to fall on him.
I'm going to take Aravashnil aside and quietly relate what's going on.
So wait, it's Krell, the Lord of Undeath?
Shut up.
Yes.
Aravashnil is very grateful. Darkman Guard.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Well, do
says
we
as
have
much.
power or magic to move this boulder is the question, I suppose.
Pointing to the boulder, you can tell that there's two options here.
I cast Biceps.
Well,
You can-
let's...
The best
Let him
option
finish.
would be to try and lift this rock away fully. The two mongrels here alone cannot accomplish it, but up to 6 people can all fit around this stone and try to lift it. One would roll the strength check and the other 5 all aiding another.
Mhm.
Or you could try and dig Krell out as they were doing. But the man who introduces himself as Lan points out, the more we dig, the better chance this rock is going to fall as soon as we pull out something from under it, and then it'll just crush him.
How big is this rock?
It's a pretty big boulder. You're pretty sure that even on your best day, you couldn't budge it.
Dude, I am like 2 foot nothing. I'm aware
Still,
of that.
you're pretty sure that Flower would have a hard time moving it.
Well, Flower isn't all that strong, but fair enough.
So what are you going to try? Do you want to start digging or try to lift it?
I vote casting bicep.
I see no downside to trying to lift it first.
Let me look through my... I'm checking something, so just a moment.
If you'd like any kind of knowledge on what's going on here, I would need profession minor or knowledge engineering.
Yeah, good luck with that.
This is where our background skills have failed us.
I have a applicable skill.
Grapple it.
Profession herbalist is not an applicable skill.
I'm just making sure something will work before I try it, so sorry, I need to read a spell.
Sure.
Is that working in?
No, it does not.
I can't persuade it to leave,
No, you cannot.
but it's an animal.
This honestly seems like the best... Okay, I have several options through my spell. Lighten object, unfortunately, won't work because the object is too big unless it's 2 cubic foot, and I think it's
It is
big.
It's not.
Yeah, so unfortunately, lighten object, the easiest answer, will not work. So the next best answer would be ant haul.
Ah,
It triples your carrying capacity, which for this may help.
If you want to try it. Though
It's
you're
got
not expecting to carry it very long. You just need to lift it long enough for Krell to pull himself out and away.
The other option is hairline fractures, which will reduce the overall structural integrity of that thing, which probably
that sounds like a good idea.
That might just make it crash down on top of him.
Precisely. Final option is summoning a monster to assist us.
Or you could try and lift it.
And
We
then
can
there's
have
you can't
Helena
lift it.
acid at it over and over again.
If you can't
well-
lift it, there is no negative side effect because it just doesn't move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hope that ant haul helps for this, so I'm going to prepare
I can tell you right now it won't. Don't waste a spell slot.
Poopers. Well, I'm useless then. Good luck.
You can try to aid another with it.
Yeah, we might as well.
My strength modifier is 3, so I think I'll be the main person rolling.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
right.
only a
I mean, I can
+2.
aid, but I doubt I'm going to be helping.
All you need to do is beat 10.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
Yeah, alright.
Everyone who wants to try and help, which I assume is all of you, just go to loot and inventory, make sure you have the right token selected, and do a strength check.
Helena,
Yes.
would you like to roll a diplomacy to help to get
No,
a
they will
certain
they will
grumpy-
assist regardless.
Okay, okay.
I could roll diplomacy on
The
the
rock?
rock.
As it is,
Yeah.
there'll be 4 of you, and the 2 mongrels will assist, and that takes up all the room there is around the rock.
Also, a rock is an animal because it's a bird.
Can someone, like, swap out for Tazrak? Because I'm telling you, anyone would be better at the...
Yeah, since he is unable to lift it, someone else will take his place.
Good, because I'm small with a -2 to strength. What do you expect me to do?
Now, I believe aid another gives how much?
Plus
Yeah.
2.
Plus 2?
2 perfect successful. Which everyone should be except me, because of course I'm not helping.
Yes.
got a crit.
You have just made it. You're able to lift the rock just enough for another mongrelman to scramble out from under it.
Yay!
Meanwhile, Horgus in the back is making scoffing noises. Oh, these disgusting creatures. Don't trust them.
I will carefully put down the rock and then take Horgus aside.
Okay.
Horgus,
Ugh.
there may be more than just these 3. You see that there is a tower here. If we want to get help, this may be the closest settlement that we can find. And I don't think it will be very good if they heard you say those kinds of things.
Fine. Just don't expect me to be nice to them.
You don't have to. Just be quiet would be more helpful.
Meanwhile,
You're
and
lucky
then
that
I'll-
you. By the way, you're lucky that she spoke up first.
Meanwhile, Arvashnil approaches where he hears the 3 now talking amongst themselves. One of them hugging Krell. You are the children of the First Crusade. I have so many questions. How did you come to be here? How have your people survived this long? How are you? The mongrels are very clearly bothered by him coming forward to suddenly unload a barrage of questions.
Cat, please help.
Tazrak tugs on the blind elf's robe, I guess, and goes on, but now isn't the time to be discussing their history. Perhaps once we've all settled and had a moment to discuss, but for now,
Yeah.
considering the problems that we face, we're best to just be grateful we were able to help. Thank them for... Simply thank them and wish them luck. And press on, and perhaps if they know a quickest way out of here, if they do.
Yes, of course, I apologize. The mongrels all give Tazrak a thankful nod, now since they notice the man is blind.
Tazrak just politely bows.
Lan,
Do you, by chance, know a swifter way out of this land? We have business on the surface.
Lan steps forward. Yes, we can take you to our settlement, Neathholm. The chieftain, I'm sure, will be glad to find out that some surface dwellers are here, and that you saved Krell. It might also help to get some rest.
I will give Gorgas a nod at this.
It sounds acceptable. It seems the rest of the group is agreeable to this, I believe. Looks so.
Yes, we are. Lufwin is now standing next to the troublesome fucking merchant.
Anivia has no problem with this carrying flower. Yeah, I would like to see what this place is.
Very good.
I have no objections.
Then there we are. Please take us to your home, then, please.
Right. Down this way, going to the southwest, through some tunnels. Yeah, let's hope nothing else has fallen over on the way there, huh?
That is the hope. Was there anything of note in that tower that we should scrounge for before we leave? Any supplies you might have left?
No, it's just a defensive place.
Ah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Defending against what?
Do you think they're alone down here in the dark?
We'll get to that, but there's plenty of spiders and things.
Oh,
I believe we encountered giant flies last I checked. Come. Show us.
He takes you down to a tunnel, and you spend about 25 minutes just down a tunnel. It's fairly boring. A few times you have to remind our Vashnil not to prod them with questions everywhere, but he stops every time you remind him.
I'll just stay near his knee and tug on his robe if he gets too pokey.
It's a good thing you made him friendly, or he wouldn't stop.
We're good people.
But after walking for almost half an hour, you reach a significant obstacle. Ahead, a wide chasm splits the floor of the tunnel. The floating rock dust in the air and the groans as the walls settle indicate that it split very recently. Lan sees it and groans in dismay. Oh, if the tremors are this powerful, they may have destroyed Neathholm as well.
That would be a problem, yes. Do you still know the way from here, or has the...
If we can cross it, yeah. Looking down, the chasm's only 10 feet across, 30 feet deep, but is 70 feet wide.
Are there walls that
The walls are not scalable.
Is there enough of it at the bottom to actually stand?
Yes, you could climb down, cross the chasm, and climb back up.
I
That
could
would be
do
the
that?
safest route, especially with flour.
I'm good at climbing.
I believe people have ropes.
I do have plenty of rope.
We have
And
ropes,
More than
grapplers,
just the frayed rope that we got from that one camp.
Yeah.
I'm not using that for this.
and I know our cat has silk rope.
Then we have plenty
That
of
climb
rope. It
speed.
shouldn't be much of a problem.
Mm-hmm. She can help attach these things.
Yeah, I could just
You-
tie one around my waist, and then climb down, across, and back up, and then tie it off on the other side.
I
Very well.
don't know if we want to do
No.
a balance thing. It's way too long for that. We would lower everyone down, we'd walk across, and then pull everyone up once we got to the other side.
Yes,
This
because
is-
there's no chance in hell our Vashnil is crossing a chasm like that, tightrope walking while blind.
Yeah, no.
It might end poorly.
Frankly,
So-
you're rather well prepared for this issue, given you have a grappling hook.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
So Cat can go down first, and then I can lift people down, like have support their weight as they rappel down the cliff?
Yes.
Shouldn't we have the cat go down last because she can undo the grapple and then just move down
Either
without
way.
it?
Yes.
Either
we'll
way.
have her go last then.
Frankly, this obstacle is basically nothing for you. It just takes you some time because you're basically already prepared
Do
for
you even
this.
care if we roll because we have
No,
enough
you don't
things
need to. You have a grappling hook at over 100 feet of
this is-
rope.
What you call this is a obstacle for the unprepared dupetards who just bring things like guns and swords.
Yes,
people
you
who
brought
don't
grappling
think
hooks
ahead.
and ropes. You're fine.
Yep. We are proper adventurers. Good for us.
Technically, I don't have any.
But someone did, that's the thing.
Yeah, I couldn't afford a kit.
Land
that
is-
happens a lot. but
Land
as
is
long-
very grateful for you having all these supplies, and continues you onward. The tunnel continues for about 1,400 feet, so almost 20 minutes of walking before you reach a circular cavern. And as you approach, Land points out, we don't use this cave very often. There's a spore coffer living in there now.
Spore coffer.
Yeah.
What is a
who'd
spore
like,
coffer?
anyone who'd like to try and know ahead of time, roll dungeoneering or nature knowledge if you have it.
Nope.
That'd be a skill that would make sense for me to have, but no.
Anyone have
think
one at all?
I don't
Look, it'll be fine. With all of us here, we can punch it out of our way and keep going. And if we're lucky, it's just going to be out hunting.
I will
Okay.
go ahead and roll to see if I see it. Or, actually, yeah, first, do I see it?
No, you don't see anything.
Second of...
As far as you're aware, see some of the tracks in the dirt. It should be here, but you don't see it. So, it opens into a circular cavern. It's about 40 feet in diameter, and there are thick sheets of fungus all around the cave. Several tunnels branch off, and all of them, save one of the north wall, lead downward. The northern one leads upward. But
Is
what
that
appears
where
to
we're
be...
heading?
Hold on.
No.
What appears to be two dead bodies lying on the ground in the middle of the cave, next to a strange heap of ropey green fungus. Lan is confused and, well, this Vorkoffer's dead.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let's just keep going to Neathholm. You're gonna want to see what
Wait.
those are.
What about those two bodies?
That is my concern.
Yeah, go take a look. We'll wait for
One... Most of us should stay back, just in case.
Normally I would have Flower inspect, but...
Go ahead and roll perception. I see. I think that one was done before, wasn't it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
She'll also just be stealthing because she's on edge.
They're dressed as Crusaders of Iamede. They each wear a masterwork chain shirt. One of them has a potion of cure light wounds, while the other has a scroll of cause fear in a pouch. They also carry 129 gold pieces, which I will split up between you in a moment.
Okay, so...
But
let's
they are
start.
not... Hold on, let me finish what I'm talking about. They are not armed with the typical weapon for Iamede's followers, which all of you are aware of given the circumstances, which is a longsword. They instead carry glaives and a spiked gauntlet. And on the body that was carrying that scroll of cause fear, he is clutching something very tightly in his fist. A small symbol of a brass bull's head with tiny red gemstone eyes.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Knowledge religion town. Alright. I know everything.
Yeah, Tazrak, you immediately recognize that.
Hmm.
That is an unholy symbol of Baphomet.
Unholy symbol of Bahamut. What is that doing on... What are clerics of Baphomet, or perhaps warriors, doing down here?
But they're dressed as Crusaders of Iamade.
And Evia is disgusted, clearly. Oh, Baphomet worshippers here? Now I really worry for the surface.
It is
And for
not
Tirabade.
impossible that either they were working for the Crusade for their own ends, or they have infiltrated the Crusade for their own ends. Regardless, infiltration seems more likely, but then again, what are they doing down here?
I will tell Aravashnil what we found.
Mm-hmm. And Evia,
And the-
meanwhile, will mention something about being worried for her wife now.
Well,
I will- I also want to ask the mongrelmen if they've seen anyone else dressed this way down here.
First off, Aravashnil is, frankly, he seems delighted. The cult
good.
of Baphomet is true. The Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. Well, to know that they truly infiltrated the mercenary groups and as crusaders in full is... We must bring them to the surface so they can be identified by the church.
Very well, I suppose.
We'd best take their equipment. We may need it if we run into more of them.
Indeed. Well, we'll take everything we can, including their bodies, to be identified. So, help please, if you would, our new friends. Do help us carry these.
Krell steps forward to take one, but he is kind of hoping someone else will take the other.
Either way, I need the equipment listings again because that went through so quickly that I don't have them.
I will in a moment. Let me get the answer for one
Okay.
thing. When you ask the mongrel men about if they've seen anyone like it, Lan shrugs and nods. Yeah, we've seen men dressed like that in here before. Their presence has kind of increased lately. They've also got some sort of alliance with a bad tribe of mongrels. They live in a complex southeast of Neathholm.
Is that what the tower is to defend against?
Yeah, partially, yeah.
I suppose we'll talk more about this when we get to Neathholm.
Yeah, sure.
I'll take the other body then.
Okay, treasure.
I know they were both. They both had masterwork chain shirts. I don't know if that's
Yes,
something that's good.
so let me get this so Kayla can mark it down. 2 masterwork chain shirts.
Well, it'll be one in a second.
Uh-huh.
A potion of cure light wounds.
Who doesn't have one of these so far?
I don't think I do.
I'm carrying them. I might as well just keep carrying.
Yeah, give them
No,
to
I
him.
want at
Pass
least.
them.
I want at least one on someone else.
Tanky is
In case we're separated from you, it seems important to have it on.
Why don't you carry it, actually?
Well, I have one from our previous. I want to.
I'll
pass
take
them
it.
out.
Okay,
Okay.
put down potion of cure light wounds in your sheet, Helena.
Just
Uh-huh.
in case, it's a good backup plan.
And a scroll of cause fear.
I'll take that.
Isn't that a cleric spell?
It's also a psychic spell.
Oh. Okay, you can have that.
Do you want it?
2 massive lists, but
Do you want it, Squat?
oh gosh, no, I have a domain that covers that. I don't need.
Okay.
All right, Helen, you can
I'm
have
stuck
that.
with
then.
that.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and shuck off this hide armor, huh?
Go right ahead. Just make
Um,
sure you update your stuff properly.
I will.
So what's the armor they were wearing?
Masterwork chain shirt. Would you like one?
Change shirt, huh? Let me double check.
That's. I had it open. 4 armor, max from 4 dex bonus, armor check penalty -2,
Yeah, it doesn't make any.
and you can move it 30 feet.
If anything, it's less good for me, so I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
Thank you.
For me, it's a straight upgrade, especially with the masterwork not affecting my skills.
Yes.
Was the money just in gold pieces and such, or were there platinum pieces as well?
It was just in gold. Does it
Okay.
matter?
Yes!
Helena cares.
I care so much!
We mark it in gold pieces anyway.
Yeah, platinum's pretty rarely cared about.
It's used in large transactions, yes, but we don't really.
We kind of pretend that we have it, and then just magically splits.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not a big deal.
It's busy work that doesn't matter that badly.
For the same
Gorgas,
reason that.
for his part, doesn't seem to care one way or another about the bodies being cured.
Well, if we've looted them, we should take them with us, like he said, because it's important.
Okay, so the only thing that changes is my AC goes up by 1?
Seemingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Masterwork only removes the ACP by 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Go update your skills and stuff on...
It won't, because it's the same. This is actually the exact same. Because my other was -1, this is -2 with Masterwork, which makes it -1.
Yep.
So nothing changes but +1 AC.
Does that affect your touch or your flat foot?
That's a good question.
I want to see
I
your
don't
flat
think it
foot.
changes either.
It should change one of them.
Let's see, what is my flat
So
foot?
Flatfoot removes Dex and Dodge.
Yeah, I'm at 14 now. Flat foot is 14.
Okay. Then that is up to date now. Okay. Then continuing onward. About 15 minutes of travel later, you reach a circular 20-foot diameter cavern, and 4 mongrel men, all different in their mutations and disgustingness, stand guard here before a large stone door. As they see Lan, their hostile dispositions soften, and they call out to Lan, "You've returned! Good! What happened while you were out there?" And Lan goes forward to explain the situation to them in slightly less yelling across the chamber voices.
I wait politely.
After a few moments of talking, the guards still eye all of you with suspicion, but open the chamber doors on Lan's word.
Mm-hmm.
When they glance Honora's way, she just smiles and waves at them a little bit. Because she's an adorable cat girl.
As you look around, Luthwen, please give me a perception.
Hold on, Helena. Obviously, you need to roll seduction.
No, please.
Is it dim still?
Yes.
Then +2.
You notice a familiar sight in that above the gate are a few different symbols of various animals. They're clearly meant to be crests of some kind depicting important people. But one of them, if I just check this, is a bat.
That's where it came from. She'll lean. Well, assume she's close enough to one of them to ask. What does that bat symbol mean?
That's it's for one of the children of the chieftain. Why?
Because we got a brooch that looked just like that.
They all stare at you.
Luthen will take it out. We found this on our way into the caverns.
Where did you
It was
find
at-
that? Where? Where in the caverns?
It was at a camp.
At a camp.
It had been abandoned.
2 of them split off. We will escort you to the chieftain.
Very well.
Very well, yes.
As you enter the door, it reveals Neathholm. A small, dark lake ripples in the center of this 200-foot-wide cavern. The walls and ceiling are aglow with thick sheets of luminescent fungi. In the center of the lake, over 24 low stone buildings cluster on a rocky island about 100 feet wide. Lights glow in the windows of the building, giving the settlement an almost welcoming look. There are rafts made of mismatched planks, bobbing along the length of a crooked pier at the lake's closest shore. The citizens
Actually, not too bad.
don't retreat in fear, though it seems mostly because of Lan and the guards being with you.
In fairness, we probably fit in better than you'd think we would. One of us is like a...
Well, you do.
No, not even you do. Because
Huh.
none of them are consistent. It's not a
that
question
is
of them
enough.
being strange races, it's that there are those who are half rat and half ogre, for example. They're all these strange mixes of racial
I mean,
traits.
rat ogres are not that uncommon.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. So they're just inconsistent is the issue. Alright.
They're all
So we do
mutated
odd.
and deformed.
So they all look odd, beyond odd. Alright.
Yes. But more guards arrive shortly to escort you to the largest building upon the island's low central peak. And they explain this is the home of Chief Soul.
Chief Soul. Alright.
And he is waiting for you at the door. He is a bloated and unpleasant-looking man, one clouded white eye and vaguely rat-like features, while the rest of him is honestly more human than the rest of his fellows. But even though he looks very disgusting, and Horgus, for his part, is very obviously making an effort not to say something, but he looks like he stepped in something.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Soul's voice is surprisingly normal and kind of just mild-mannered. And he listens to Lan explaining something out of your earshot at the moment, before turning to you. Give me one moment. I thank you for helping our citizens, especially those trapped under the tower.
Of
We're
course.
glad to lend our aid.
Why are you here? Nobody enters these caverns from above.
We didn't precisely enter by choice.
Canabras has
There-
been attacked.
Yeah, there was an instant above, and the ground beneath us cracked open, and we fell through.
The ward stone protecting Canabras has been destroyed.
By demons, to be clear. The Storm King, specifically.
The storm.
I forget his name.
Karamzadeh.
Yes.
Ah,
He suddenly attacked the city, and he slew the dragon protecting us.
to run the
and
Levis
destroyed-
Slain.
Yes,
I will remember to my pocket and pull out the scale.
all that remains.
He looks quite shaken. You must understand. Even as freakish and outcasts as we are still the children of the Crusade. None
Of
want
course
the
you are.
demons defeated as us.
Naturally. It is troubling news, and as such, you all may need to actually move. Just because things happen on the surface to such a degree doesn't mean the demons will leave this land.
We do not know what has happened on the surface. That
the
is
very
why
least.
we wish to get there as quickly as possible.
Precisely.
Yes. We will happily take you to the nearest route to the surface, but I ask that you bring a message with you.
Very well.
Certainly.
If those defenders still alive above are willing, the mongrel people will stand with them to defend Canabras.
Truly.
We cannot.
I see no reason why they should refuse.
Exactly. They would be
Wow.
more than happy to receive your assistance. I cannot assure they will respect you as they should. By that I mean no offense. I myself have trouble with such things. But they will, especially with our word of mouth, almost assuredly be thankful for the assistance.
Out of character moment. Is the music not changing in volume for anyone?
Mine's consistent.
I lowered it is the question. Did it get quieter for
No,
anyone else?
No, it doesn't work that way with us.
Then you'll have
Yeah,
to
we
handle
have to
your
lower
own.
it ourselves if we lower
Yeah.
it.
I just wanted to make sure you knew so it didn't overwhelm your stream.
Yes.
Yeah,
I take
same.
care of that. Chief Soul nods with a posture that says he has more wisdom than you might think from a man like him. The nearest route to the surface is to the south, but it is guarded by a tribe of mongrels who do not share the opinion of Neathholm. This tribe of traitors have consorted with cultists for some time.
They could perhaps be convinced otherwise. If not, then we will arrange passage however necessary.
I doubt it. We have ignored them for now, for there is nothing truly to be done about them, but the time for that has clearly passed.
I suppose. Yes.
I have already asked you a favor, and bringing our message to the surface, but if you would agree to destroy this band of traitors before they do anything to harm Canopus further, we can aid you additionally as well.
I think we should do it.
We will
seen-
certainly do so, but I ask simply that if they choose...
By all means,
Sure.
if you could convince them otherwise, I would be happy to take them in. But
Ah, good. That was my primary concern.
I simply do not believe you'll be successful in that regard.
I do not as well. We found the corpses of 2 traitors themselves.
You would be awfully surprised about the sort of pressure society would put on one to obey what is popular.
I have very little patience for those consorting with demons.
Mm.
Neither do we. And these cultists are the worst of the worst.
I mean, they should at least be asked and given a chance.
I will certainly not stop you with that. But yes, if you will handle this for us, we have potions you may take on your journey.
We most certainly will.
Chieftain, I may bear you poor news. And she will offer the brooch.
He takes it, and his one good eye gets a bit misty. Thank you. One of my sons left Neathholm after an argument between us. I don't expect him to return, given what you found, but it is very appreciated.
Mm.
I'm sorry,
he
you could not bring
turns-
me better news.
He turns to the side and takes 2 things. First is the potions he promised you in exchange, which are, if you want to mark this down, someone. I'll wait for someone to be ready.
Okay.
6 potions of cure light wounds.
Okay, the cleric can have those.
I will take
those.
1.
Yeah,
Alright,
okay, cool.
Have 1, I'll take the other 5.
And 3 potions of lesser restoration.
Well, I'll just take those 2.
Yeah, that's okay.
And he takes out a morning star and holds it out to anyone who wants to take it.
And there's a beat stick. If no one wants to take it, I will for flower use.
I
I
don't
believe
use
it'd be
those
the
things.
best for you.
Well, it is
Hmm?
magical.
Interesting.
It is a +1 morning star.
Very
Good.
interesting. Then yes, it would probably be best for you to have it.
Alright then.
As thanks for the brooch, I ask only that, should none of them listen to reason, use it to split at least one traitor's skull before they reach the surface.
Plausible.
You have our promise.
You may rest in Neathholm as long as you like before setting out if you should need it. There are also some things the merchants here may have that you would like. I don't know what you may be in need of.
Thank
It
you.
would be wise to, thank you.
Out of character shopping trips!
Shopping!
Also means offloading our crap.
Yes,
Yes.
it does!
Yes, it does.
And we have a fair amount of crap to offload, so yeah.
And Chief Soul will actually escort you through the town, explaining who you are to anyone you want to interact with.
Damn.
Excellent.
Okay.
It's very good.
This is a pretty cool dude.
Aravashnil, meanwhile, is starting to look around happily, and is...
Look around in quotes.
Yes, look around because it's still his reflex too.
Yeah.
And jabbering to himself, entire societies of mole people and pitlings under the city.
Yeah,
Mole
our mole person
people?
needs to tug his robe again.
Tug.
I'm asking no questions. What is the problem?
Try not to offend them as we are guests. I know you are very curious, and this is a great discovery. They still might be very slightly offended at being called mole people.
Ah, yes, pitlings associated with the pit. And... yes.
Just refer to them as people and keep your thoughts to yourself if you need, and if it makes you feel better, I will take notes. on the
Yes,
construction.
that would be very. Yes.
And
Do
if you
you
do not
need-
know Braille, I actually know a touch of it. Would you like me to teach you when we have a moment?
Perhaps once we return to the surface and learn if they can be healed or not.
Yes. For now, I will keep note of what I see and explain it to you in necessary detail when we have a moment and we're just surrounded by
Thank you.
good people.
Tasrak,
Yes,
do you have the necessary materials for taking notes?
I do, and I don't. I usually carve them, so unless I can find some, slabs to carve upon, sadly not. I was hoping I would just purchase some supply, but if you have some to use...
I could share some of my paper and ink with you,
Oh, that would be lovely, thank you.
and a pen.
Ooh,
Ink wouldn't be much good without the pen.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Very fancy, though.
Now,
Thank you very
you
much.
all have a number of items that can be sold just for gold pieces.
Mhm.
You can go ahead and take their full value and
Uh,
tell me, because with Chief Soul going along with you, nobody here is going to shortchange you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't think we ever got the full value of this knotted gold ring.
You should have. I told
Well,
somebody.
I
should
don't.
have.
That's because I failed my appraise test.
Ah.
There we go.
I failed it pretty bad.
Well,
So,
you
yeah,
get
we
it
don't
appraised here.
yeah, pretty much.
You could have
Yep.
it appraised here, yes. Though it will cost you a small fee.
Well, can she try again since it's been like a day?
Sure, you could try again.
Let's do it. Yeah.
One moment.
Yeah.
Is this thing like your bane?
No, she did well.
Okay.
I was just pretending.
The
knotted gold ring is worth 125 gold pieces.
Okay, we've got some money, people.
Can I exchange this badly frayed hemp rope for anything?
One moment.
It's only 10 feet of rope, so that's 1/5 of a normal rope. And then it's also badly frayed.
Someone will give you 5 silver for it.
Close enough. We can just toss that into
Yeah, we
the
need to make a
communal
tally
pile.
here. real quick.
I'll be adding things to a list.
Okay, but I'm gonna delete it from my sheet now.
Go ahead.
We can sell this Masterwork Warhammer now that we have the Magic Star instead. If, that's sound good?
I have no use for it, and I don't think the other two do.
Alright,
Nope.
so that's a Masterwork Warhammer, however much that is worth.
I can't use it at all.
So how much is it worth? I don't know.
300 for the masterwork, and I don't know how much a warhammer is.
15, I think, I don't know.
Warhammer...
Just get me a number.
Warhammer... 12. So 312.
Alright, 312 more.
Please read off all the gear you are selling and how much it's worth.
Other than that, I don't think I have anything on my personal list to sell.
Yes, that will work just fine.
Yeah, that was all on my personal list. That was
Let's see, I need to get weapons out in a second. Masterwork's the same cost for,
Should always be 300, yep.
okay.
It's
Sure,
150
that-
for armor.
Do you want me to write out the
150?
thing we just
Alright.
sold? The Warhammer? Can I write that out?
No, I got that.
Okay. Tap, tap.
Sorry, just take me a minute here. There's some things on this list that are not listed. I have to look them up.
It's a very good thing you didn't forget about the brooch and sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we would have gotten in a lot of trouble for that. I'm gonna hold on to this dagger because it's good to have a dagger.
Sure.
So,
So is that everything?
no. I assume Helena doesn't need another light crossbow.
No.
Yeah, so let me. I need to get prices for that.
Let me have a look. I think I've got the tab open.
I've got it already. It's okay.
I don't have the tab open.
Technically, we could sell the bolts. But let's just say Helena has the bolts.
Mhm.
Because that just makes sense.
Anything else?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Actually,
This
pause a
here.
moment.
Can I breathe?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, breathe.
Wait, I thought the ring was 125.
Was it 125?
Okay, I'll check it again. The
Shit.
ring... Yes, was 125.
So bad.
Sorry. This would be the last thing we would sell.
Okay.
Which would be that.
Okay. Then I will get you a list.
Hooray.
For the record, you can buy most mundane items here. Nothing related to mounting or anything like that, because you're underground, but...
Naturally.
Helena, do you remember that piece of armor I told you about?
The Eastern armor thing?
Mm-hmm.
As long as it doesn't have a spell check.
It
Is that
doesn't.
just the same as an armored kilt?
No, because it's lighter.
Oh.
It's 1 pound compared to 10.
That's good, I guess. Well, there's lots and lots of mundane things that are useful. Depends.
It's 3 gold.
Right, I just need to know. Yeah.
Yeah, we know our totals and all.
And depending on what I find, I might also sell my own weapon. So.
Yes, in terms of what you can find actually looking around the market, that is, you know, unusual, there's a few things. There are 8 +1 arrows available. There's a +1 buckler available.
That's out of our price range.
A ring of protection +1 is available.
Also out of our price range.
And an earth elemental gem is available.
Yeah, those are only available if we pool our funds, which,
I don't even know what an earth elemental gem is.
An elemental gem, when it is crushed, smashed, or broken, will summon a large elemental as if summoned by a Summon Nature's Ally spell.
Okay.
In this
That's-
case,
Those are the special ones we have, huh?
Honestly, I
aside
think
from
we should
that,
just.
you could buy mundane items.
There's
I think
a-
we should just save our money.
I don't know.
In
I
terms
don't
of
mind
magic
getting
items.
Yeah, I don't mind going for a composite longbow.
By all means, you can
That's
buy
dope.
one of those. How much does it cost?
For a +2, which is what I can use right now, that'll cost me 300 gold.
You don't have 300 gold.
I can sell my longbow.
Okay, how much would selling your
That's
longbow
true.
give you?
If we're getting full price, the longbow is 75.
Okay. I assume, does anyone have a problem with her taking all of that from selling her own weapon?
no, really, no. It's her weapon. That's fair.
Yeah, if she wants to do it.
She's exchanging
Uh,
that main weapon thing for an upgrade. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I assume you're just going to spend 300 on a composite longbow.
Yep, composite longbow +2.
It's not like you're one of those weird archer barbarians where your strength swings around, so this bow should last you for
a
basically
while.
forever.
It'll last me until I get something that boosts my strength.
I don't know
Then
how
you
often
have
you do that
magic.
though.
Huh?
Wouldn't you focus on your dex first?
No, an item. Like,
I know, but what I mean is,
you need both. Like, you get both as an archer.
She'll be investing in it.
Because it's the
sooner or
only way
later.
for me to get my damage to increase.
yes, I know.
Sooner or later, she'll get it anyway.
But yeah, it'll be a long time. This will be all...
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
Why is this thing I can do? Depends
we go.
on how it costs. How much do I
Let's just
have?
check that this works.
Actually, I should have more than enough to sell my old.
I believe that adds to damage, right?
Correct. +2 to damage.
Yep, that is working properly.
Alright, I know what I'm going to
The only
get.
other thing that changes is that I can technically ride a mount while firing it now. Because it's a smaller, more compact bow.
So, Odin,
Hmm.
Do you have a link to that piece of armor?
Yeah, one sec. I mean, I did put it in tabletop before, so you could probably search it,
It's
but
at the top of Eastern Armors.
that's why I just put it there. Because when you link to the actual item, it doesn't have the stats there.
Which is so annoying.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's dirt cheap and a nice quick bonus. It'd also give you something to enchant if you really want.
The main thing you'll enchant it for is just more armor.
You are not going to find any enchantment services here, though.
Yeah, I
No.
wouldn't think so.
No, this is too early anyway. You can't afford most enchantments.
So are you going to buy one of these things, Alna?
Yes.
How
How
much is it
ridiculously
cost?
gold.
expensive. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's 3 gold, hon. You might afford it.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's pretty expensive.
And how does it affect your AC?
Plus one.
Plus one.
And I assume it affects your flat-footed AC as well?
Yeah.
It's armor, yeah.
Okay, your AC is now 13.
How expensive are +1 arrows, just for my curiosity's sake?
I forget how magic items work for ammunition.
I believe it's 10 gold a pop for an arrow. This is +1.
Not worth it yet.
I'll check one moment, please.
It's not super expensive, but it is definitely notable.
Mhm. It's a reason you don't usually get enchanted ammo.
Mhm.
Not unless it's like a damage piercing type.
Since I don't know how to do the dash for max dex in the Myth Reaver sheet, I'll just put 10.
Yeah, it's fine. But so
It costs
Uh,
40 gold pieces per magic arrow.
Fuck that noise.
More expensive than I remember. Alright.
it's because the usual price scaling table. Each one of those is for 50 pieces of ammo.
Mm-hmm.
So if you split... so for 50 pieces at 40 gold...
That's 2,000, which is the same as a +1 enchantment.
Yep.
Yep. Anything else people are looking at buying?
I can think of a few things, assuming I get cost to return. I'm going to exchange mine and Flower's scale mail for chainmail.
Okay, so how much gold are you getting for the...
100 between the two sets of scale mail. They're 50 each. That's 100 back.
Okay.
And I spend 300 on new chain. Which leaves me, yes, about 100. And then I'm going to spend another 20 on a heavy steel shield for Flower.
20, you said?
20. Steel shields are expensive, but they're functional. They don't burn.
Hold on. How much are you paying for the chain shirts? They're 100 gold each.
No, a chain mail, not a chain shirt.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh, mail. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Easy mistake. It's all right.
Okay, so
Happens
how
a
does
lot.
this affect both of your ACs so I can change it properly?
Well, simplicity itself. My AC goes up by 1. Flower's AC goes up by 3.
Okay.
And that's all armor and, well, in her case, shield. So it's going to apply to flat-footed, but do nothing.
I
to
understand.
Good. Alright, just need to write that down on my actual sheet, and we will... Yeah.
Wait. You have the wrong AC on the inventory for some reason. That's odd.
Don't know why I would.
I will fix that. What's your AC?
Well, now it should be 21.
Oh. So you do just have really high AC.
He's
I
small.
do have really high AC. I'm small, I have natural armor, and I...
So 21, 12, 20.
What?
21, 12, 20.
Oh, so 21, yes, touch is 12, 20 is flat-footed, yes. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Yes, good. Good.
Anyone
Sorry,
else?
You're distracting me while in the middle of doing this, goddammit.
Monks don't buy a lot of regular gear.
I don't think I actually need much.
Okay. If nobody needs anything, you don't need anything. You'll have plenty of opportunity to spend gold later.
Yeah.
Yeah, casters and monks both have the same benefit and problem.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff you want is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's a question. Are you going to rest and primarily get flour back?
I would like to.
Mechanically, yeah, getting flour back makes a lot of sense.
I mean, it's fairly important for carrying things, among other issues.
It's fairly important to not have to carry her.
Yeah, that's part of it. Also, in he just like to, just period, he would like to, please.
And she'll be level 2 now.
That's not
sort
how it
of,
works.
not
Well,
really.
Sort
I
of.
thought it was.
When I raise her, I can raise a skeleton equivalent to my hit dice. So if I wanted to have a 2-hit dice skeleton, I could, but I also do a variant skeleton. She's going to be a bloody skeleton, which, thank God she's in armor. She just... Point is,
Ew.
that means she's going to have regeneration, and she'll get
No,
up.
I get it. I know what they do. Just, ew.
Just, yeah.
Does it change any of the other stats?
Actually, not as far as I can tell. It gives her fast healing and
Yeah, they're very durable now.
I think the main difference is she has one less dex, maybe? I'm looking. Oh, that's the same. I think it is literally just the same skeleton. It's just it gets fast healing
Fast healing. Okay.
and is deathless now, which means if it goes down, if it doesn't go down in a very particular way, it'll just get up in an hour.
Yeah, that'll be very helpful.
That's
So
kind of why
I-
I'm getting it, so she just gets up every time.
Yeah, I like it.
So, you all are going to rest before heading out to face these traitors?
Yes.
It also makes the most sense roleplay wise because I assume they would want to have us here for a night as a show of, hospitality. So,
Yes, you are treated to some, Neath home cooking,
Oh boy.
which is not as bad as you'd think, honestly. They've managed to do some interesting things with fungi.
I'd probably be used to the kind of fare they have.
Was his name Steve?
Oh yeah, it's like exactly the same. It was like, yeah, just slightly more health, I guess. There's a few minor differences, so I'll go over them and explain them to you in a minute.
Wasn't there like the other one's like flaming or something?
There's black,
Burning.
acid, flaming, burning, yeah, there's all kinds. I went with the one that's obviously more useful for the situation.
So, just give me what's updated. Health, and is that it?
Man, they have a lot of horses down here.
They do actually have horses down here.
I thought you said they had no mounts.
the two
They don't have
differences
mounts
are
for sale.
Oh.
her HP is now 6.
Okay.
She has 6 HP now. She has fast healing 1.
Charisma 14. Is that higher than before?
Yeah, it is higher than before. Her saves have gone up.
Okay.
So I think her saves have gone up. Let me make sure. Sorry, I have to work backwards calculations because that's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I would just use the calculations they have in here, wouldn't they? 'Cause it's literally the same. As far as I can tell. Anyway, sorry. Her saves are now +2 to all, like fort, reflex, and will should be all +2s. Her maybe
Is
is
that
still
before stats?
no, that's with stats, I believe. Like I said, this thing isn't super clear. Here's the thing I'm trying to look at and translate, and it's hard to just look between the two rapidly.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, here you go, Percy. It's not always clear what exactly has changed and why. Because other than the charisma going up, its base stats are the same, but its fort, reflex, and will are now 2s. Like complete.
Okay. I'll handle this. Just, you don't worry about it, okay?
Okay, I'm just going to change the sheet to reflect this best thing.
I recommend having multiple sheets, honestly.
I might end up doing that. There's going to be Flower's main sheet, which is what this one is going to be. She's almost always going to be a bloody skeleton. It's going to depend.
Okay.
Yeah, I played a necromancer a bit once, and that is definitely, if you want to have a consistent companion, that's where you go.
So,
Yeah.
You all are, well, treated very well, honestly.
Good.
Lan is actually there to wave goodbye as you leave in the following morning.
And we're leaving the cultist bodies in the town for now, right?
Yeah, honestly,
If you leave them there, you won't be bringing them to the surface.
Yeah, we're not coming back.
Okay, got it. Yep.
Yeah, we have to break on this.
Our Vashniel is very insistent on wanting to bring those with you.
Yes,
I agree. Since
I thought we were.
Horgus can be asked to carry one if you'd like.
I will. Orgus,
Mm.
would you be so kind as to help us with the transport of one of those cultists? And here I roll diplomacy. And she bats her eyes cutely at him.
seduction test.
Horgus
Does
grumbles.
is he a furry? Let's just find this out.
Fine. I'll carry one of them.
He is.
He's
a
blushing! He's
tsundere.
blushing!
He's a tsundere furry.
In any case,
I crit on that diplomacy
yes,
too.
you did.
It's not like I want to help you or anything, but Baka.
Chief Soul is there in the morning to escort you to one of several doors that mark exits from the cavern in which Nithome is located. The rope beyond this door leads directly to the traitor's den, and once you're through that, directly to the surface. Good luck. I eagerly
Thank
await
you.
word of whether the Crusaders above will let us join them.
I hope to be able to give you good news.
Likewise. And I will extend my hand to shake his.
He will gladly do so.
Do you use your giant monster hand?
You generally shake with the right hand, so no.
If it is so troubling that you must return to rest before taking the ball on again, we will take you in if necessary.
Appreciated, but we should be able to handle it. It is good to know you will back us up in case things
Oh,
do turn sour.
Very reassuring to know we have a safe place down here. Thank you.
Yes. Good luck, and hopefully I will see you soon.
Speaking of, Flower is just back. She looks
Mhm.
fine.
Yep, Flower's
yeah,
back.
Yeah, Lufwin's just not trusting you. Surprise, elves have a problem with undead elves.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Flower does look fine, though, then again.
Okay, give me 1 second here. Just getting something set up. Of course, Anivia, Horgus, and Arvashnil are all with you because they have nowhere else to be.
Mhm.
They want to get back to the surface just as badly.
How is Anivia doing?
She's alright. She's worried about her wife on the surface, but aside from that...
I know the feeling.
Oh, no, you don't.
Her
What
wife...
do you mean?
Your wife can't leave your side. You die, the wife dies.
The wife's already dead.
This is true.
That's racist. Against hands.
See, I almost want to take the feat so I can prove you wrong about the wife not leaving my side.
Her wife, Irabeth, is part of the guard forces up top.
Regardless, we move.
Actually, she's a crusader up top.
That's what I thought, yeah.
As
Why-
of this
why
day,
would you
you're
think
all
that?
crusaders.
Because you mentioned it, she mentioned it earlier.
Okay, just checking.
Pretty sure. Either that or I just put
Turns
it together.
out she's having some kind of horrible affair with Lufwin's brother.
Are you having Flower cover the back again?
As always.
Even though you're coming from Nithome?
I mean, what do we think?
I think it's safe in general.
Yeah, it's just a good idea in case someone slips by our watch and
Okay,
gets bombed.
Mhm.
alright.
Flower, especially against people who aren't armed with bludgeoning weapons, is abnormally sturdy. Never mind her high AC. I
Okay.
believe she's the highest AC in the party right now.
Yes, she is. Okay. You enter a tunnel from the hamlet of Nithome, and you are just marching down the tunnel for about almost half an hour at the speed you have to travel. And at a certain point, it narrows down to a 5-foot wide passageway. Except, it then immediately widens again, but this time with obvious evidence of picks and scraping and, well, someone's been here.
Dwarves.
I mean, maybe.
Actually, I will. If there's any tracks, let's try to see what it is.
There are tracks. You don't recognize them at all. If you had to guess, they're mongrelman feet, and they're all different.
That would
Okay.
explain that.
Yep.
They've been directing this to make it more fortified, most likely against their now enemies.
Your movement
Am
is
I the only
free.
light source?
I would assume we would have recast it on me just because that's how we've been
yes, your
Exactly.
blue aura.
That's why I'm
seems
pointing
to
it out
be
now.
weird.
Yep.
Yeah, you are casting a light source as you should be, I believe. Your aura disappeared.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right then.
You have free movement.
After a scout.
going. Okay, that's not the right button
not
at
the
all.
right button.
Nope.
I failed whatever will save that was.
Mhm.
Okay, hold on. We need a magic charm.
No.
Ruthven, what do your elf eyes see?
Oh God, come on. You want me to move 30 or move
Move
up to
30. Move 30.
the? Okay.
Move 30 at a time, and then roll again. Wait, actually, you see something, don't you?
I do.
It's a tarp.
Ahead of
To
you,
be fair-
there are barricades made of heaped loose rocks and wooden boards, almost completely bisecting the caverns. Past them, a wooden screen covers the lower half of a tunnel mouth. And there are two mongrelmen maintaining a watch here. They haven't noticed you yet.
Here's
Snipe
a quick
them.
question. Do they actually see, is there light by them, or do they see in the dark?
There is no light by them. Actually, hold on a
Okay.
moment.
It wouldn't surprise me if mongrelmen have dark vision.
Me either, but it does kind of depend
That's
on
what you can see.
whether or
They also
not they see me automatically, more or less, because there's now light here.
No, they see you automatically with light coming off you, I'd like to think.
Not just
It's a little
yet,
less
but
obvious
they-
if there's actual lighting around
There's
them.
light from the tunnel behind them, but not there.
Ah.
They still haven't noticed you immediately yet. Probably if you get any closer.
I still say we approach friendly like, but
She raises her hand and then two, and then points. See if anyone understands it, but yes, still.
It means that there's two people.
Oh, hold
Nora,
on, I should
Tazrak, please
probably-
move forward.
should I click the new day button or not?
You did it already.
Oh, yeah, you had New Day.
Press it again if you want to. It's not a big deal.
I don't see a new day thing
You
for
don't
me,
need
but
one.
Is it,
okay.
she technically does for spells.
Yeah, still happy with these. Alright.
Should be under spell manager.
She's fine.
Oh, okay.
We're good? Okay. We're
we're
good, we're
good.
good.
Just move forward
Okay.
as you will, please.
I think we should at least try.
Oh, there it is.
Lufin will sigh. Like, she would have. Before we got this close, she would have been fine, and she'd hesitantly agree.
Okay.
She doesn't like it.
Would you prefer I go first, or...
No.
You're stealthing a bit closer, then I assume you stand up. Though actually, as you get close enough, they spy the light coming off of you.
Mm-hmm.
They see you, point, and immediately start howling and shrieking. And
So just glance back to Tazrak.
Tazrak.
I don't know that language.
Tazrak, sorry.
It is clearly not any kind of language. You don't need any kind of roll for that. It's just howling and shrieking. And then you hear more howling and shrieking inside.
She'll just try to yell out, "Parlay!"
They don't seem to care.
That's it. Screw this.
Roll initiative,
Hold on.
please.
I could... Alright, sorry. He was gonna say I could compare a spell, but... No.
No, just roll initiative.
Ermigerd.
Ermagerd!
I just
Oh, a
can't
black
unsee
hole.
it.
Why? Yeah, those guys don't look too happy.
Well, they mostly just look ugly, but who am I
Luthwen,
to talk?
they
That's
are
racist.
They are raising. What weapons do they have, actually? They are...
Crab claws, apparently.
Yes, they all seem to have some kind of mutation that helps them in fighting. And the ones who don't have clubs.
Crap.
Don't. In any case, they are raising their fists and clubs towards you threateningly.
I assume they have cover.
Yes, they do.
Fuckers.
They're behind barricades.
Yeah.
Throw a grenade.
I don't have a grenade.
You have a kobold.
Okay.
Not a well, I mean, I am a grenade, but not like that.
Well, she doesn't have much of a choice.
Well,
Arrows times.
We'll get some distance, like pull back and shoot as we go.
you'd
could
really
step.
have a grenade if we had a dwarf.
Well, I kind of need them in light.
True enough.
I take more penalties.
Actually, I could just cast light on their heads and problem solve, but I think they get a resist roll. But anyway,
Let's see, where is my low light distance for this?
actually, I could cast light on an arrow. You
They
shoot
are
an arrow.
both
I probably...
They are both
Well, no.
within full light from where you're standing
screw
right
this.
now.
I want a rapid shot anyway, so I'm not moving.
Okay.
Okay. Even though they probably have cover.
Yeah, which, he'll have to roll for that,
Mhm.
so... Oh yeah, this is good.
Who are you attacking, by the way? Which one?
Top one.
Okay.
The other one she doesn't have quite the right kind of line on. And then she will, like, assuming this is like a 5 foot, she'll duck behind so this guy can't really see her.
One moment.
We've covered his dad's AC, but I can't remember.
It's just plus 4 AC.
You
Oh,
figured.
okay.
Okay, 1 second.
I thought it was concealment at that point. So.
No.
Alright.
Your first one misses, unfortunately. He manages to duck down, but the second one does strike home and lodge in his shoulder to more shrieking.
Into his, like, mouth bicep.
Mm-hmm.
Gross. Alright, I took my 5 foot, so that's my turn.
Honora. They're shrieking
Honora.
and arrows being fired.
So this seems to be how I start every fight lately.
Good.
Arrows and shrieking.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not shrieking. That's just Lufwin. She just...
Just an incredibly loud, high-pitched elf scream.
Though it doesn't look like Honora can actually see them yet.
Nope. Especially since the lights. Like, yeah.
Mm.
But she can smell them.
Sniff, 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 sniff.
Why are you smelling me? Just Lufwin turns around like, what?
Ah, that's better. Elf smells better than Mongrelfolk.
Flower, please.
But yeah, there's not much I can do from here.
I thought you were gonna pick up mage armor to cast on people.
I don't know if you can cast that on other people, actually. It might be a personal one.
I can, but I can't. I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
I am actually going to cast shield, which I do
Okay.
have. Doopy doopy doo.
Shield is, of course, a personal spell.
Yep,
Mhm.
can't cast it on anyone else.
What's the duration of that anyway?
It's in minutes,
So
Level.
2 minutes right now.
as opposed to hours for mage armor.
Which means,
Well,
what,
considering
round
this full-
21 it'll wear off?
Yeah.
I
So
will last
I'll
that long.
I just dash over near Luthwin and make the air ripple in front of me.
Oh, Honora, ew.
Flower!
Flower will move forward. How far can she go? She can go... Well, we're all in the way, so she'll go here.
She can move past you.
No, she can't.
Yeah, she can.
She only has 40 foot of movement because of armor.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, 2020.
I mean, she can take the run action, which is 3 times her movement speed. as long as it's in a straight line.
The Mongrelman traders, these ones
it's
do
not a
not
straight
have any way of hitting you from where they are, but they don't want to leave their barricades, so they're sitting there.
Very well.
They're gonna regret that.
They seem to be waiting for something.
Oh no.
Let's
Reinforcements, probably.
Where's the bile troll?
see. Hmm.
Like so much vermintide, I just expect this shit now.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, we do have a Skaven in the party.
You know, at least he is actually closer to one than a dwarf this time.
Yeah, a dwarf is nothing like a Skaven.
Except when you shave him.
Even then.
No.
If
The
you shave
Skaven
him,
have
it's
more-
less like a Skaven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. If anybody
Then he becomes a Shaven.
God damn it! Okay, I give you credit for that one.
That one was kind of clever.
Yep.
Well, I have a couple of things I can do. For now, nothing seems immediately like a good idea except this one. I might as well use this now. I just need to make sure I'm in range to do it. So, a sec. Look it up. Because I don't know how far of a distance this thing actually even has, and it's useless for anything else anyway. No, he's well within range. Behold, cause fear. I think I can see this guy, so I'll spook him.
You can see him, he's just got cover.
That's fine. You get spooked. I'll just cast it. No, gotta select my token. You've been spooked. Please roll
Right.
me a will save.
Cause fear.
DC 14.
DC 14, huh?
Will save.
One moment. He is not afraid.
That's not how that works, my friend. If the subject succeeds on a will save, it is shaken for 1 round. Creature
Okay,
in-
he is shaken.
Yeah, he's shaken. Basically,
Not
this is... This is a you're fucked either way. Just do you run or do you take a debuff? That's pretty much how that works.
He is shaken.
What
Enjoy.
does she can do again?
Minus
Minus.
2 on attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks.
Ah, okay.
Basically,
Does make him easier to hit, though.
Minus
Okay.
2 on almost everything.
Yeah, frightened is the same except they run, and panicked is run more, better.
Okay.
It's a very effective spell, all things considered. It's like no matter
So-
what you do, you're boned.
Standard action, total defense, which is +4 dodge bonus to AC,
Okay.
and then move action. Boink.
The other Mongrelman trader, the quiver is in place, still waiting for something. Luthwen.
Well, I can still see him from here, so let's shoot him.
Well,
Top one or bottom one?
Top one.
Okay.
Luthwin, at the very least, after this, you'll get a bunch more arrows,
I mean,
since he
Yeah.
quivered in place.
oh god.
Make your rolls, please.
It hurts my head.
It hurts so much you hit him.
Shut up.
Another arrow pierces him and he cries out again, but the second one deflects off the barricade. He's still standing.
Okay, let's see. Probably not a good
Um,
idea.
Probably not, no.
Though I do
you-
have 17 AC right now.
Hmm.
I do have a scroll of cause fear.
If you want to try and use it, sure.
Sure, it's on my spell thing. Spell list.
Though I believe you'd have to get it out of your bag to use it.
Hmm.
You can do that without moving, too.
Move action to grab it from your bag.
Yeah, I know. I'm just... Is he within range? Well, he's within Tazrak's range, so...
Sure.
Actually, I'm having trouble seeing down there, so what sort of actions would it be to take out a torch, light it, and toss it down there?
Move to draw, standard to... Well, it depends on whether or not it's lit, or what's it lit with. Normally, torches take a full round extra to light.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, if something doesn't happen on my next turn, I'll just put light on one of those barricades.
Okay.
Probably should have done that with my first turn, but I wanted to see if I could make one run.
Yeah, it was
You
worth a
don't
try.
have a light cantrip, huh, Helena?
Nope.
Okay.
Not everyone does. I do.
Well, you could choose to delay until after Tazrak if you wanted to.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
probably for the best.
Flower.
Fire will take from... Oh, she can't. She'll just go here. I'm not going to run her. She just moves.
Still waiting. Tazrak.
Alright, now I'm going to cast light on that barricade.
Okay.
It doesn't get a roll, just poof. It's light now.
The barricade dodges.
It leaves 4 degrees to the left. What?
It's through the wall.
It just no clips into the wall, starts rattling around, spins off.
Oh, we're playing Skyrim?
Yes.
There we go. Honora should be able to see them clearly now.
Yep. And I think I have line of sight to this guy.
Oh, I am going to... Sorry, I was going to...
You were gonna move? Go ahead and move.
Just, literal 5. Just,
Yep, go ahead. Oh, wait, you can't. Okay, there
yeah,
you go.
just boot me.
Honora, what are you doing?
I am going to fling a ball of acid. It's within range. Let
50
me
feet.
check. 50 feet?
That's what I'm getting from the measuring tool. It's 50 feet to either of them, actually. Although you don't get line of sight to the other one.
Conjuration. Acid splash, I mean. Not acid orb.
Acid orb is different, yeah.
Acid sploosh.
So I've got a range of 30 feet with the acid splash.
That's not
So
enough. Unless you want to
Nice
get closer.
move.
Oh well.
Could just shoot at them with a crossbow.
That's what I'm gonna do.
It hits the
I
barricade
do a
and bounces
lot
off.
of damage to that barricade.
Yes, you did. And what is with your voice?
She's now become Mickey. Help.
Ermengarde.
Well, I'm still not getting in, so total defense and scooching forward again.
Okay. Because you are so close, this one will come out to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
And he will
Oh.
swing his club.
Well, he's not getting any extra treatment because he's gay. Okay.
Oh my god. So with what's your AC?
17.
17? Okay. He still hits you.
Okay.
For minimum damage.
Although, actually, wait, I need to check one more thing.
Hmm?
Because, the Danbong, counts as a blocking weapon, so I'm not sure if it's only fighting defensively or also total defense actions. You also get +1. Basically, did he roll an 18 or higher?
He rolled higher.
Okay, then never mind.
Okay.
Why did I move?
Oh,
I accidentally
I'll,
move
I'll
it?
put you back. There you go. He baps you. It only hurts a little bit. Lose one.
I will continue to pew pew this freaking mongrel man. God damn it.
Go for it. Your last arrow glides through the barricade, hits him in the forehead, and he falls over.
Okay, takimashita.
Flower.
Flower is here to help.
All right, she's got the +1. Weapon
Hammer of
now,
bonking,
hasn't she?
yes.
Yes. Let me update her macro.
Yeah, she does have the +1 Morning Star, so it is just a 1 to damage and a hit, because...
Is a morning? What's Morningstar's dice?
D8, same as the others.
So it's basically the same as a longsword.
Except it doesn't crit as often, yeah. Longsword is 19 to 20, this thing is just at 20s.
In proud Pathfinder tradition, it's just inferior.
Mm-hmm. It is in all ways inferior to a Morning Warhammer, except it does, in fairness, do bludgeoning and piercing, so that is at least something.
Okay, should work now. I assume you're swinging.
I don't think
Let's go ahead.
she has the action too.
No, she had to use her entire move.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
She moves slow.
Tazrak.
Yep. Well. Huh. Well, that one's dead, and this thing is being handled, so... Doop, 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 doop. Alright, I'm good.
Honora.
Honora Matata.
What a wonderful phrase. I'm gonna splash him with acid.
Okay. You will take a negative to your attack roll.
Yep.
So just do a dex check. Don't even bother casting it. Just do a dex check and I'll let you know.
It'll be +1.
It'll be -3,
It'll be
actually.
-3.
+1, -4. So
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Actually, it
Versus
will.
touch, so yeah.
What?
Touch
Their
AC
touch
is
sucks.
really low.
That's why you usually don't bother getting precise shot on the caster.
So roll d3.
1d3! Woo!
Hugs.
His skin sizzles a bit.
Just keep in mind that you'll be one of the most
Perfect
powerful people in our group soon after a little while. So
And then I'll be able to turn into a fucking dragon! Ah!
I'll step over this way.
thank you.
And I'm gonna just grapple because that reduces his actions more. Because I don't really punch that hard right now.
Okay.
You're braver than me. I wouldn't want to get that close to that thing.
Yep. So, is Bless still active?
No.
At the moment,
not has-
yes.
What, really?
Yeah. You're at the very
What?
end of its duration, but yes.
God damn it! I assumed it
So-
wasn't.
2 from
Always
improved
ask.
grapple, 2 from the Dunbong, 1 from my wife, and 1 from Bless is 6.
That will succeed. You have him grappled.
Okay. See, what I really need is to hit level
Second.
6, so I get greater grapple. That way I can immediately make another grapple check.
He is going to try and get out of this grapple.
Okay.
He fails.
Yep.
So, it comes around to Luthwen's turn, but before we get to that, the door opens.
No.
Well, it's not really a door, it's more of just an entranceway. But some mongrelmen come running out of it.
Hey, look, Mongrelman.
How high are these barricades?
Waist height.
They only get cover directly behind them too, usually.
And they will have to slow down.
Ah.
Past them.
Which
One-
means,
Ah.
sorry, Ian.
1 second. Okay, they have been added to the initiative, and we're stopping there because it's 6:04.
Okay. Can we play again at 6:05?
Uh-huh.
We cease in the middle of combat. We'll see you next time, viewers.